Welcome to the Hudson Valley Disc Golf Podcast. This week's episode is sponsored by Eric Heinel. I was not aware that he moved to Vegas. He could be our furthest listener. He's certainly, to my knowledge, our furthest Patreon member. So that's pretty cool.
I think he's kind of like an OG. Been around for a while. I don't even know if I've ever met him before. Maybe
that makes sense because a lot of the people talking about him were the older guys up at Greg's place.
Yeah, I think that checks out for sure.
Yeah. This week we got Alex, Joe, Corey, Randy, and Terry Hudson. Jaimen should be here shortly, and Evan as well after Dubs. Our guest tonight has been a PDGA member since 2023 with 4 career wins, including one that I definitely have questions about, especially with your ice cream history. He's actually been on the podcast a couple times already, but we had some very time-sensitive topics. Welcome back to the podcast, Patrick Jeffries.
It's nice to be here. Thank you, boys. Thank you, Pat.
How did you first discover disc golf?
I had some roommates in college who played Ultimate, and they told me about disc golf. I think that was when I first heard of it, and I thought it was kind of lame. I didn't throw or pick up a disc until 2022. I moved to Vermont that year, and my good friend Joey brought me to this course in the White Mountains. That was pretty awesome. I came from like kind of a strong hiking, backpacking background. And so that course kind of hooked me because it was really high elevation, low downhill, and it felt like a hike through the woods. So 2022 and then 2023 is when the bug kind of bit me and I got really hooked. And I've been a sucker ever since.
So backtracking a bit, you said you heard about it in college from Ultimate Friends?
Yeah. I went to college in Maine, and Ultimate was pretty big up there. And
did you actually play Ultimate?
No, I ran track in college, so thought it was like more straight-laced and cool. But I wish I had discovered disc golf because I went to college in Lewiston, Maine, which has a pretty awesome selection of courses, as Joe knows.
One of the top cities in the U.S. for disc golf.
Yeah, what a bummer.
When were you in college?
I went to college from 2010 to 2014.
Okay, so it was a good almost a decade before you actually started playing.
Yeah.
So from what I gather, and correct me if I'm wrong here, you've mentioned that you lived in Oregon, Maine, did you say Vermont?
Vermont.
Kentucky?
Kentucky.
And New York?
New York. I've lived in Washington State, Georgia, New Hampshire. I think that's it.
Are you on the run or military? What's going on?
Yeah.
If you move often enough, they can't find you, I found. I guess I've just always been a little nomadic. My family moved around when I was young, and then I met my wife in Washington State, and she is a travel nurse. So we just moved around every like 6 months for a while. But now we're in the capital region to stay put. We're having a kid this fall. I have a lot of family and friends in the area, and I've discovered what an awesome disc golf community is here. So we're definitely going to be here for the long run. I think my traveling days are over.
Stuck that last part in, but how much of the disc golf part actually would your wife take into consideration for staying here?
I mean, 0 for sure.
Okay.
She loves that. It keeps me happy. And I feel like she's like, okay, you can play after work, but you're doing a podcast now for like at nighttime. It's a factor. I mean, I work at university. She works at hospital. So we need to be like somewhat near a big city, and Albany's fits the bill for that. But I mean, it's something I want to talk about today, but I've lived and played disc golf now for the last, 3-4 years in a lot of places, but I've not lived somewhere where it's as well organized. There's not like a big nonprofit and such a giant community where I feel like every day in the summer, there's doubles you could play. Every weekend, there's an event. I see the same like knuckleheads multiple times a week. That doesn't exist, even in Vermont, not in Kentucky, not Oregon. Nowhere I've been has such a strong like group of people that consistently play. So I feel very blessed to be here.
You mentioned a course in Vermont. Corey, did that ring any bells?
In the White Mountain?
Yeah, that was in New Hampshire.
Oh, New
There's
Hampshire.
one. I wish I could think of the name, but it's in the Whites proper near like Crawford Notch, I think. I think it's just like White Mountain Disc Golf or something like that. I really started playing when I was near Burlington. So you have Smugs, like 45 minutes away. Those were, of course, like the awesome courses, but there's a handful of like smaller park courses around the Burlington area.
I was thinking Bennington. That is not Burlington, and that's a different disc golf course that I was thinking of. Willow Park.
That's further south.
Well,
yeah.
Plus, if you're already in Burlington, in the winter, you can get a coat. So there's that. That's the only thing I know about Burlington is their damn coat factory.
There's a factory.
Mm-hmm.
And by the way, that is not Burlington, Vermont. It's Burlington, New Jersey, I believe, just so you know.
Come on, Pat.
Yeah, don't harsh my thing here. I'm sticking with it. I don't care. You said you went to college with Ultimate players. Did you ever even throw like the Ultimate disc back with your buddies there or no, not even that?
Not even that.
No?
I just kind of went to their parties because they had like the best college parties, I feel like.
Okay.
But it was my Ultimate friend after college, Russ, who's a strong disc golf player, who got me into it and gave me like my first stack of discs. I think my first disc was at Envy in base plastic, and he gave me a Passion that I still bag. He's kind of like a big brother. He's a few years older. He's better than me. I looked at our UDIS stats recently, and he's 30-0 versus me, and we played way more rounds. I don't think I've ever beat him. He's the one that got me hooked, though. We worked at like an outdoor school together for a while and built hiking trails. So I helped him build a little course in his backyard. That kind of got me really hooked because I'm like, oh, this translates really well from a hiking, backpacking perspective. You can make trails, you can be in the woods, you can bring your dogs, but you get a fun game in between. So yeah,
absolutely. Any of the discs that he gave you, are they still in your bag?
He gave me a pink Passion, which is super beat up now, but it's still in my bag. Probably all the other discs I've given to other friends that are learning because they're like, mostly base plastic that he didn't want. So I kind of like that tradition to introduce to friends and then give them a handful of discs, and they think it's the coolest thing. So I think they've all been given away.
You were mentioning courses there. What's your local course?
So I'm in Albany. I am moving in 2 weeks to Del Mar, not out of state. So I'm going to be 7 minutes from Colonial Acres, which is cool. I'm close to SBW now, but going to Dubs at J Park and being on the Lemonheads, J Park is starting to feel like if I had to pick a home course, it would be that.
We got vacancies. A lot of space for some new homes. Happy to have you.
Yeah, maybe I'll move to Ravina. I don't know.
Oh, dude, that'd be sick.
You got a plot of land, right?
Yeah.
Build a little something next to you? Yeah.
The couches will keep you warm at night.
Okay, maybe not.
So with all this moving around, what's the farthest course you've played at?
Played a number in the Portland, Oregon area. Would probably be the furthest away. Never played abroad.
And how many unique courses?
Oh, you just would tell me, right? More or less.
I was talking with somebody about that this weekend. Most of mine, probably half of mine, aren't even in UDisc because it was pre-UDisc when I did most of my traveling and such. But yeah. I mean, when you mentioned your first disc was an Envy and not like a Destroyer or something like that, it makes me think you've probably been on UDisc, if not the whole time, pretty close to it.
Oh yeah, I was obsessive about logging on UDisc in the beginning. I don't really do it much anymore. 87 courses played.
Okay, that's pretty good. I mean, I guess with you bouncing around, it makes sense, but that's still a pretty good number for 3 years.
UDisc says my favorite is Brewster Ridge. Not that you asked, but that's what I'd put, I guess, at some point.
Would you still agree with it?
Yeah. What I like about the Smuggler's Notch courses, if you haven't been, I think they epitomize the styles of disc golf well. Fox Run's open, Bomber, OB laden, which is not my style at all. And Brewster's wooded, tight lines, still really hard. I really like wooded golf. So yeah, Brewster's my favorite. Not that I play well there, but it's just the kind of golf I prefer.
You said you started in 2022 and you signed up for PDGA in 2023. What made you sign up for PDGA?
I think by then I had played a couple doubles rounds and I thought I want to test myself in tournaments. There's a little disc golf Vermont tour, so I played a few events. Probably didn't know the difference between MA1 and 2 and 3, so I was bouncing around those, did not play well. But yeah, I wanted to see how well I could stack up. And I always had bad performance anxiety in track in college. I would train really well, then the meet day would come and I'd just get in my head, over prepare, overhydrate, get nervous. So I was trying to undo some of that in disc golf tournaments. Just, try to be mindful, stay present, do as well as I could. That's what I like about tournaments. You can really test your limits when it matters most.
You said overhydrate. What are you, boozing it up? Is that what that is? Or just too much water? What too much what?
No, just way too much water. Then you're peeing every 10 minutes.
Oh, that's fair. Yeah, okay.
Not boozing it up.
Do you remember your first tournament? PDGA, I guess.
Yeah. I think I could look it up, of course. Do I remember what it was?
I'm showing the DGV Tour number 10 Cold Hollow Classic.
Oh, yeah. That is an amazing course. It's in northern Vermont, Cold Hollow. I remember it well. I scraped my leg on barbed wire and had to get a tetanus shot after my first round.
Oh,
did not play super well, but had a great time. My friend Russ introduced me. He was playing pro, so I could caddy for him and he could caddy for me. Like I said, he's an older brother, so he was just kind of that upshot sucked. What are you doing? He wasn't super supportive, but I feel with your first tournament, you just got to rip the Band-Aid off, have fun. The thing that was most different about tournaments is I was just always playing with my friends on cards, and then you kind of have to play with strangers, which can be a toss-up, how well you get along with them. So that was different. And just to know when to be quiet, vibe check, all that good stuff.
And you didn't come in DFL, nowhere near really. So
yeah, guess so.
Well, the one I wanted to ask you about is said you had 4 career wins.
Okay.
I got to ask about this. In February 2025, only winners get sprinkles in Marion, Kentucky. Where'd that come from?
I have no idea why he named it that. It was a rainy shit day in Kentucky. I guess I'm looking right now. There was 3 of us in MA3, so not a hugely impressive win. I won by a stroke. There was a bunch of random CTPs that you could get for free, and I think some of them may have been like sprinkle themed. Like he laid out discs in rainbow colors, so I think that's where it came from. But yeah, I wish there was a better ice cream story there.
No, it's perfectly acceptable. It just seemed weird that was the name.
Yeah, that was my first win.
If you played the Stonykill Scramble last year and you got one of the tournament discs, you would have got sprinkles too. So there's that. That was a donut, right, Alex?
It was a bagel.
Oh, never mind.
It sure did look like a donut.
I'm sorry. I thought I actually had it the right way this time, and I still flipped it. But yeah, then you would have got some sesame seeds. I'm sorry.
Wide open field, 200 feet. What are you throwing? How are you throwing it?
Is there out of bounds?
Nope.
Because I just moved to Colonial Acres, I've been practicing this like standstill, and they're all like the short pads are like 175 to 200. So flat, I would do a standstill, Silva, Saarinen, Proxy right at it.
Nice. Just dead flat?
Just dead flat. Maybe a little hyzer, they're a little flippy, but yeah. My natural release is a little hyzer, so dead flat should get there okay.
Proxy's always a good answer.
Yeah.
You're a big dog guy. What's your little pup's name? I always forget.
His name's Otis.
Otis, right. Well, you and Otis are about to do a little pilgrimage. You're going to go back to where it all started, back to the White Mountains. You said you're big into hiking, so you decide that, in your bag, you're going to carry all the water and snacks and treats that a good boy might want, and then plus whatever Otis wants. And Otis, you're going to put one of those like dog vests on him, and he's going to actually carry your Frisbees.
Nice.
Being that he's a little dog, it's going to be a little bag, and you don't want to overwork him. You're going to be able to put 4 discs in there, 3 discs and a putting putter. So what 3 discs and putting putter are you going to play at this White Mountain course with your bro Otis?
Oh, good question. Okay. Otis would be into that too. My putting putter's always been Luna. It just happened to be the first putter I had more than one of.
Like most Luna owners are. Usually have to be, at least.
Maybe that's one of the discs I still have that I was given early. But yeah, putt with Lunas. I would like a throwing putter too. I'm going to take a Praxis, which is a thought space throwing putter. I need a midi. So I like an understable mid, especially in White Mountains where you need to shape some uphill shots, a little bit of elevation. So I'm going to take a Detour in glow plastic, and then I need a fairway. So what treated me really well lately at Porcupine Springs especially was a Boca. So I'm going to take a 7-speed Boca for my last disc.
Oh my, those are some newer discs.
I guess they are newer, yeah. What kind of MVP made?
Luna isn't that new, but it's still, I guess, on the newer side.
If you're not buying new discs, how are you getting better?
This weekend, Kat showed me a disc I might look into. My whole point the last couple of years has been I don't really play. Why buy new discs? So the only new discs I've gotten have been from tournaments.
You kind of touched on it with the other courses you've been talking about, but what do you like in a course? What is going to make you want to come back to a course? Or is there anything that, like you're on a course, you play it, and something comes up that makes you say, I'm never going to play this course again? Or, maybe not quite so severe as that, but that sort of setup.
Yeah, good question. Well, I like wooded golf, as I said. I value the feeling of serenity being in nature a little bit. So less urban's typically better and some nice views. I'm thinking of Thatcher right now is a great course in my opinion because it's up there and you get nice views throughout where you can kind of forget you're playing golf for a second, especially if you just took a bogey. I like tighter lines, shorter holes. I was listening to Brandon Klein's interview before this because he's my nemesis and I wanted to see what he had to say about stuff and outperform him. And his water carry pet peeve, I feel that way a little bit about out of bounds. I get it in open courses for course designers, so there's actually fairways and fields, but I like wooded golf and you have to just play where it lands and deal with the repercussions of your shot. I'm pretty bad red-green colorblind, so my biggest thing is if there's a red or orange flag that marks out of bounds, my least favorite thing in disc golf is if I didn't know there was out of bounds and I throw out of bounds and take an extra stroke, that's just the worst feeling. So that would keep me going away a little bit. And then the urban parks with glass and stuff are trash, not great for Otis. So I don't tend to go to those as much, even if the golf's good.
Fair.
I think I agree with your pet peeve of the OB. Isn't the standard white for OB in disc golf? Did I see that somewhere?
Typically, I'd say yes.
Why? It's if you're putting it on a sign wouldn't you want it to be red?
If I had to guess, I'd say it's a holdover from ball golf. I think ball golf tends to do a good chunk of, white stakes because they want everything to be, super pristine and, they don't want anything jarring coming back at
They
you.
want you looking at the scenery, not necessarily noticing things that stand out.
Yeah.
But for disc golf, there's a lot more obstacles. There's trees, there's crazy stuff. If it's new, white can really stand out. It can really pop. But unless you're replacing those flags every few months, at least red should hold its color a little longer.
Or orange or, neon.
Exactly.
Neon pink.
Something.
What about like construction yellow? That'd be nice.
Yeah, that's a classic
Yeah,
too.
just one of those things. I think I noticed it when Terry was doing some signs. Did you post pictures of signs for Dove Creek?
I did, but I made all the OB white.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yep.
Like we were talking about, that's kind of the universal standard. So it's not wrong. It just, to me, it's like, I need something, especially on the sign. If you want to do white stakes or whatever, but on the sign, put like in red, bold red. This is also me complaining. This is not like, I don't look at the signs very well. Like Greg's this weekend, they're hand-drawn like stick figures.
This is a short layout. The long layout had legit signs.
Oh, well, yeah. I'm not in any rush to find out what that layout's like.
As a physical therapist, I'm always thinking about physiology and strength training, working out, injury prevention. Are there any exercises, stretches, anything you do to be in disc golf shape?
Oh, I didn't know you're a physical therapist. That's awesome. I'm going to have to start asking you questions now.
That's why you didn't know he was a physical therapist.
I'm off the clock.
Right.
I think disc golf's such a mental sport. I've had some elbow issues. I get like tennis elbow is what I was diagnosed with. So I try to do some strengthening things around the forearm with free weights and stretches. And it really just means I just need to throw fewer forehand drives. But not really. I feel like just like what I'm known for a lot on the course is leaving my whale sack behind or a towel. So I run a lot on the course. So that I feel like is the best cardio I get in my day-to-day life.
How old are you, Pat?
I'm 34.
Okay.
I love yoga, so I try to stay limber through yoga, and that I think does help my disc golf game.
My girlfriend took me to yoga on Saturday, hot yoga. It wasn't difficulty-wise hard. I had no flexibility, so I couldn't hit the end poses as well, but I stuck everything. Man, I was dripping with sweat so hard. It was crazy.
After it feels amazing, but during you're like, I'm going to pass out. I don't usually do hot yoga.
Tim probably won't be back for a bit, at least to recording. So I'm going to adopt his question and ask if you're looking at your Mount Rushmore of a card, yourself included, so you're one of the heads on Mount Rushmore. Who are the other three people on your card that just for the ultimate fun round, you might learn some stuff, but the ultimate goal is just to have fun and to play some good disc golf?
That is a priority for me too. Just good vibes, good conversation, good fun. I'm a big fan of James Conrad. Not just because of the Holy Shot, but I was like, if you watch his interviews or like when he played catch with Earhart, he just has like a slightly zen perspective on life. So I would love playing disc golf with him. He'd be on my card. The same thing goes for Owen Scoggins. For everyone that's met her, said it's like her upbeat personality is real. So I feel like playing with her and James would be amazing. And I would learn a lot about disc golf. Obviously, they would beat me by a lot. So let's throw Brandon Klein on the card too. And then maybe I can beat him and feel really good about myself. But I think that would be a great force.
All right. And maybe get some ice cream afterwards.
Yeah. If I beat him next time, I'll buy him some ice cream.
Absolutely.
Give me one drill or one thing that you saw or that you heard that really clicked when you did it. I'm always looking at different form YouTube drills and things like that and trying different things. So is there anything that you can think of, any drill that you can think of where it made a light bulb go off in your head?
I've been not doing form work lately in a while. Evan told me winter is actually the month where you got to play in team challenge. Now there's tournaments and doubles. So I've just been like chucking discs and having fun lately. But a little like a tip I've been trying to do to increase my distance is keeping like my head not looking where I'm throwing while I'm backhand. I'm like pulling disc through. Is like just if you look at pros, they're kind of like looking down at the disc and then like they're following the release. So I just try to do that. So like my torso can actually rotate all in once instead of my like head doing part of the shoulder opening and then I lose a lot of momentum. So working on that. But whenever I start tweaking form, like anyone, everything starts going to shit. So for me, the main thing lately has been if I get a bogey, if I get a double bogey, whatever, if I miss a putt is like letting it go, not like attaching myself to the idea or like coming up with notions about how well, I play or how I've wasted all this time and money playing disc golf is just like enjoying the moment and moving on.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm going to mix it up. I'm going to require you to do F, Marry, Kill for this one.
Oh, no.
We're going to do Pacific Northwest, New England, and New York.
Ooh.
Oh, shit.
So all of New England and just New York?
Okay, he listed like 8 states. I felt really good when he started talking, and then I was like, I don't have that many verbs.
And we all know he would kill Kentucky anyway, so.
Yeah, I left that one out.
Yeah, good call. No, I think it's fair because New York's not, New England.
It's not.
So you're a Mass guy, right? We don't know
I
each
am.
other that well. We haven't played together, but I know you're a Mass guy. So you know New England. New York's a middle colony or whatever. God, that's hard. I love all these places. I would probably fuck the Pacific Northwest.
Rad.
So fuckable. I think I'd marry New England. Maine, you got Mass, you got New Hampshire. I don't really care for Rhode Island or Connecticut that much, but just those 3 states, there's a lot of beautiful stuff to do. And then I'd have to kill New York, unfortunately.
Damn.
And you, I guess,
After
including you
just
guys.
saying
Sorry.
establishing his
Here
roots
forever.
here.
Yep. No, that's legit. I spent the weekend in the White Mountains. No disc golf, but it is beautiful there.
Yeah, it's incredible.
Did you know what course he was talking about, Randy?
No, I have no idea. I played disc golf on the way there and the way back, but I did not play when I was
I
there.
imagine the White Mountains aren't like Hunter Mountain where it's just like one hill. It's like, oh, there's the skiing, there's the disc golf. It's all like in one spot.
No, they're like raw granite mountains with like not even a lot of trees and stuff. They're very pretty to look at.
So what's your go-to course beverage?
Oh, it's coffee and water. That's it.
Really? Coffee? Hot or cold?
If it's a morning round, it's usually hot. I mean, tournaments start at 9. I usually drink coffee till noon, so I can't be without coffee. And then I always have like a reservoir of water.
Nice.
Quit drinking in like 2023 alcohol. And disc golf was it helped me lose a bunch of weight after that and helped me definitely quit. So
Nice.
Less about the beverages these days. More about getting some weed from Corey when I'm on his card.
Because you just happen to forget yours.
I mean,
I don't know how you go through a whole round without pooping if you're drinking that much coffee.
who says I don't?
Exactly.
Oh, shit. Oh. Note to self when you play with that in the morning.
Watch out.
The bags aren't for his dog's poop.
Brian Nelson messaged me after we had Jake Huey on, and he's like, thank God you had a string of teetotalers. And we're back to the teetotalers, so that's cool. You said you followed pro disc golf. I'm assuming, is James Conrad your favorite pro, or do you have a different favorite pro?
Yeah, he's my favorite. Just his outlook. Always rooting for him. Not really super competitive anymore, I guess, at the top echelon, but yeah, I'm always rooting for Conrad.
Yeah, I haven't seen him, other than filling out my Skip Ace bracket, which I think there's something coming up next week. Yeah, Ledgestone Open is coming up. Picks close in 2 days, so if you're listening to this, you're not going to get it, but make your picks.
Yeah, I can't stress enough that this is like a really great disc golf community, and if you haven't lived elsewhere, you may not like recognize that. But how many courses are popping up? How many people are involved in volunteering and all the tournaments, all the doubles? It's really quite awesome.
This is a quote unquote a Hudson Valley podcast, which I like is because it's an arbitrary. I can call anything the Hudson Valley, but the disc cap area is just so much more organized. That's why we probably spend 80% of our time talking about it. That and the people that I have on, but it's the most organized. Every day, like you said, there's stuff going on. So why wouldn't you talk about it? If I were just to talk about stuff down here, it'd be a 30-minute podcast. And I'd be begging Corey, talk more, Corey.
Those were the days.
Yeah, exactly.
Thank you, boys. I'm gonna have an edible now. Chill.
Before we hit our next topic, it's probably a good time. I'll go to Pat to whisper some results from last week in disc golf. Let's see how that works out. Thanks, Pat. Over at Gunk's Monday Dubs, Jacob Driscoll and Eric Brummett came in third place, shooting -4. Steve Rush and Jace Vase shot a -7 for second place, and Purple Phil and Alden Slacker, your winners, they shot -9. Saratoga Spa Random Dubs, week 16, presented by 80K Discs. Parker Cerrone came in third place with a -10. Bobby Hallam and Ethan Winkle came in second at -12, and Cody Canine and Mike Jackson are your winners. They shot -17. Colonial Acres Dubs League, there was a tie for third place. Mark Evanchuk tied with Isaiah Mercer and Jeremy Lenski. They shot -3. Tim Nimmer and Ben Todd shot a -4 for second place, and Christopher Evanchuk and Matthew Bauer are your winners. They shot a -5. Camp Go Monday dubs was another tie for third place. Anthony Urena 3 tied with Brian McGar and Tom Keeley at -8. Anthony Visconti and Russ Van Houten shot a -9 for second, and Joseph Scardigno and Todd Christensen are your winners. They shot -10. Last week, Evan, I did not ask about prospect dubs. What do you remember?
I got to play with B. Klein. We were on a card with Leighton and Ben, who I think I played with a year or two ago. So that was fun. Vibes were good. Me and B. Klein were like tied for 5th at 11 down. Leighton and Ben looks like tied for 2nd at 13 down. But Kevin Newen and Josh Lee were on the card in front of us, and those guys were 14 down on the night, so they took it down.
Leighton and Ben tied with Jared and Dustin at 13 down. And Adam Nelson and Joe Driskolka came in 4th at 12 down. Goodness, I'm looking at this. There's a lot of birdies on this screen here.
It's very scoreable.
Heck yeah. Well, doubles too.
Yeah, it looks like 2 teams hit the birdie bank too.
Yes, Jared and Dustin and Adam and Joe. And then Greg Lai got a free berg on hole 18. Kyle Moore got $30 on hole 14. And no aces. Thanks, Pat. So Terry Hudson, what's been going on?
Hey, guys. Lots has been going on. Not a lot of golfing because I've been on vacation. I was supposed to travel for work. It didn't work out. So not a ton of golfing, but I've got a few things that I wanted to talk about. The first one being, and I announced it a couple weeks ago on Facebook, but wanted to come on here as well, is the Hudson Valley Disc Golf Passport that I've been working on.
Well, before...
Pat's going to beat me to it.
What's that? Go ahead.
No, you go first.
Well, the initials I don't like, but...
Okay, that's right. I was
Okay.
like, you couldn't have opened up a thesaurus, Terry, and picked fucking passport and thought of a different word for it.
Is HVDGP the podcast or the passport? Yeah, no, I get that.
The reason why it's HVDG Passport is actually because I was using this podcast as an inspiration. Like the Hudson Valley is a really good location, I think you picked for disc golf in, what is essentially eastern half of New York State, right? Because the Hudson River goes from Glens Falls area, a little bit farther north and west of that, all the way down to the Atlantic Ocean, right? So it really is kind of the best feature that we have to kind of define disc golf in this area.
Absolutely.
So part of the reason why I copied you, Pat.
No, it's cool. I mean, back when Ryan was on, we extended into Pennsylvania, so we don't have any kind of, it could be anywhere.
It was just an idea. I don't know if I'm on the spectrum or if I have ADHD, but I get these weird ideas and then I hyperfixate on them. I think a lot of people get like that. So I started thinking about, well, wouldn't that be cool if we had something other than bag tags? Because I feel like bag tags are kind of dropping in usage lately. I think Evan had us going for quite so many years there in a row, and it's kind of dropped in popularity. Just a way for us to play a game together. And so I started thinking, well, what if you played a course and get a point for every course to play? How would you track it? What would that look like? And then it went from that to it'd be really nice if we get people to visit the local stores, the stores that care about disc golf. And then I was thinking, there's a lot of other things too, like volunteering that we need more of. So really this kind of gamification of doing what we love, which is playing disc golf, kind of came about that way. It's really a game to incentivize people to play more courses, right? Everyone is stuck in their little bubble. There's no real incentive to go out to different areas and play it. So hopefully this gives a little bit of an incentive to do that. Also, I think we all want more access to discs and gear, and ordering them online is fine, but there is nothing like going to a store and feeling that delicious plastic in your hands. It's a terrible word for it, but just how it feels, right? And we all know we've all had a disc where we've gotten it and you're like, this doesn't feel great. And returning an online disc is kind of a pain. You got to go through a lot of steps. So I really want to incentivize people go to disc golf stores, and not just stores because I know Walmart sells discs. I don't want to incentivize that. I want to incentivize stores that are mostly focused on discs and or give back to the disc golf community. So for instance, 80K Discs, they've sponsored a few tournaments. They've donated, Andrew has donated hundreds and thousands of dollars a year. We want to go and we want to patronize those places. And lastly, volunteerism. I think Anybody who's ever done work at a course, who's ever been a course steward, or who's ever loved the course knows how much effort it is. A lot of people complain about wanting this and that, but few do. So the goal was to kind of incentivize people to be the do, because now there's a reason behind it. And it's not just to play in a volunteer finale. You can actually win some prizes. So that's kind of the basic theme and the basic, rationale behind the passport.
I am a huge fan of the volunteer finale, but
yes, I love it too.
I didn't think you were negging it, as the kids would say, but I did want to throw that in there. But do you have a list of all the courses, all the stores?
I do.
Got to check the repo.
Yeah. So, I can tell you right now, the stores, just from brains, and actually I have it up now. So, for instance, Common Roots Brewing is Greg Hill's store up in Glens Falls. He's got a store there. I think it was at Northway, but now it's at Common Roots. I got to confirm that with Greg. But I know there is a store up there that sells discs and does things for the community. There's 80K discs. There's New York State Disc Golf Supply. It's probably the only of these that is just a disc golf supply store. Sports Barn in Yorktown. So this is one I didn't know of, but I reached out and I forget who it was that recommended this company. This company is not just a disc golf store. They do lots of different things, but they do donate to tournaments. They do sponsor tournaments, and that's really what I care about. And then also I'll probably end up putting the Oasis in there. Dan Doyle's store, I think, down there by Warwick, right?
Yeah.
Fench Road Farm Brewery.
Gotcha. Yes. Okay. So I'm going to add that one as well. And I've reached out to like the Skylands group and the Wedge group and tried to get somebody to kind of give me any more courses that I should put on this list that are in the Hudson Valley. I always say it doesn't have to be the best course, but it has to be a course that's loved by somebody or a group of somebodies that put some time and effort into it. If you have a course like that that's in the Hudson Valley, I want to put it on this passport because I want people to go to your course. I want people to patronize all of the hard work that you've done and you've been doing, because anybody who's built a course knows how difficult it is. So I've been asking for that. So if anybody here wants to comment under this video of any courses you think I may have missed in the Hudson Valley, please do so. There is still time to get them put in. Same thing with a store, not just Jim's gas station where they list some disc. I would like a company that actually donates to disc golf or sponsors disc golf, and then we can add them as well.
Are there any other disc golf purchasing locations that anybody knows about?
I mean, I know Greg is currently at Wild West with his store. I know he's been in talks with Common Roots about a few different opportunities there.
So, Joe, I saw Common Roots on UDisc, which is why I put it on there. I figured he was there, but if he's not there, then I'll talk with him about it. So,
Jaimen, you were just at Warwick. What's the name of the country store there? They sell discs, right?
Yeah, Edenville.
I don't know if it would definitely be on the list, but I mean, it's definitely something, if you're not aware of it, to look into. Edenville.
I will 100% look into that. If there are any other stores that really help out disc golf in our area, please let me know. I want to know them. I want to put all of them on.
You're still looking for other courses to potentially add on. What made you decide to pick what courses?
There is no set real Hudson Valley distance, right? You just had to be in a realistic distance to the Hudson Valley. And I couldn't leave out the courses that maybe potentially are a little farther away, like Minekill. When you look at how far Minekill is from the Hudson River, it's kind of far away, but it really does fit into the Hudson Valley kind of area, even if it's a little farther away. So location was definitely one. I wanted to go up to where the Hudson River started, a little bit farther North Creek area. Gore Mountain is kind of right around where it starts. If you really follow the river, maybe even in a little bit farther south than that, up in Whitehall. Who knows?
Base of Marcy Mountain.
Marcy Mountain. Okay.
Yeah,
And High Peak.
it's well known.
Lake Tier of the Clouds.
Sorry, I don't know my own river where it starts. Where is Marcy Mountain?
Mount Marcy is the tallest mountain in New York State. It's in the Adirondacks. It's one of the 46 high peaks.
Isn't every mountain in New York State in the Adirondacks?
Yeah, I was gonna say. So where? In the yeah.
It starts on the south side of Mount Marcy. It's in the high peaks. I don't know how else to describe it. It's in the middle of nowhere, but
Is there a town that I could say?
not really.
Okay.
There's no town in the high peaks outside the outskirts of it.
So it's way up there, way north of Lake George. Is that what you're saying?
Way north, yeah.
Okay.
All right. This might be an early draft, but you sent me like a picture of a map with all the courses on it with regions, like a north region, a central region, a south, and a west region. Is the goal to try to get those to have about the same? Or is it like if a course fits, it doesn't matter if one region has a ton more?
No, I'm trying to make it at least similar, right? So my thought was each region has its own local group of players. So the goal was to try to make it as even as possible. So like Glens Falls, it's tough to kind of go out of Glens Falls. I originally didn't have CTK in there because when you look at the map, CTK and Heiser Creek, they're the same latitude north, right? Mm-hmm. And even SPAC can go either way as a Glens Falls course or as a DISCAP course. I think in my estimation, you get a lot of Glens Falls players playing it, and that's very south, right? So really it was all about trying to make the numbers even for everybody, though knowing that there are fewer courses in Glens Falls, it's just inevitable. But there's like the central and the west. And why west and not east? Because there's really nothing east. It's such a small sliver of land east of the Hudson River that is New York. So I went west and then I went central. Like those are the real true central right around Hudson River, right? And so I tried to use for the West Central Park a CPS as the kind of the Mason-Dixon line. So it's really everything that starts west of CPS that's not in Wedge area or Skylands area is west. So that includes Stephen P. Wallace, who Kevin, when he saw that, when I shared with him, he was like, West, why? Because he's right. He's not really west. But yeah, I tried to make it nice and even.
Yeah, there's a trade-off. Absolutely. Is J Park West as well?
I have J Park right now in the current as central. Okay. It was west for a little bit, but it is now central because it is technically east of CPS.
Okay. This might be a silly question. Why is there a designation for any of this?
The other part of this is gamification, right? So what do games have, especially board games that people like to do? They're incentives, right? So I play Rocket League and I'm trying to get up to Grand Champion or Champion. I'm just trying to get out of Diamond. Or I play Call of Duty and I'm getting a quest complete that I've unlocked. Or one of my favorite games of all time, I don't know why I didn't just start with this one, but Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild is probably my favorite Zelda of all time, and I played them all. I lost days playing that game. You just get lost in all of the quests and side quests and everything. So the reason that there are courses, one, to kind of separate it and kind of organize it, and two, to kind of add to the gamification. For instance, if you complete the west section of this map, you get a bonus point. If you complete the north, you get a bonus point, 10 bonus points. If you complete all of them, you get another quest complete. So there's quests. There are hidden quests that aren't in here that you can unlock by playing different courses. And you won't know, and we'll never tell anybody what made up those quests because we don't want people figuring it out. But people can, just by happenstance, playing a certain set of courses, unlock a bonus point. So you're unlocking a quest, you're unlocking more bonus points. So to answer your question, Jaimen, just for funsies.
Gotcha.
Basically, it looks like there's 7 or so courses in each region. Each region is showing a store, except for the south.
I think it's an older one you have, Pat. All right, so I finally put the GitHub, which has the most updated passport, still subject to change. So if you want to click through it, you can see where all the courses are and kind of the general rules. The max points are wrong on this because it doesn't involve some of the other bonuses that we have. So there's still some updating.
I'm looking at the map version, and you can definitely see where there's some really tight, like what's west, what's central.
Yep.
So you can get a point each calendar year for playing a passport course. You get 2 points for visiting a store, and you get 5 points, up to 20 points for a volunteer workday.
Correct. And we had to put a cap on that because there are the course OGs, the course people who spend a lot of time working on the course. If there was unlimited cap, would just run away with the numbers.
You might as well just give Jaimen 20 points right now.
Yeah, for real.
And then you get bonuses if you complete a whole region. I assume that means playing a course, visiting a passport store. Does it include volunteer workday as far as completing a region?
To complete a region, is you play the course and you visit the store. Okay. That's it. It doesn't mean you have to work day in each region.
So completing a region is visiting each course and visiting the store.
Correct.
How does it work to visit a store? Can I just walk in the store, or do I have to buy something?
Good question. So we're not going to make you buy anything. We hope if you visit a store that you're there to maybe shop. But if there isn't something there, I'm not going to fault you for going there. You at least went there. Need some sort of visual evidence with a timestamp on it, or anything that has a timestamp in the file for the store if you didn't buy anything. If you did buy something, and I hope that you do, a picture of the receipt, which has the date on it, would be great. We're just trying to verify that people were there and at the time that they're there. And the reason we need to verify the time is because you have a max of 7 days to upload your proof of whatever you've done. So once you upload your scorecard, either via UDisc or via a screenshot of it via UDisc or PDGA, and we're looking into DG leagues as well for that. There's another part of this, so it's not going to be you Google form me the info. The app that Tim's building will verify it and send it for review if there's any issues. So we didn't want also people at the very end of the year to just dump all of their stuff, and then you wouldn't be able to track progress accurately. So we're going to make you do it within a week.
All right. So you get 10 points bonus for completing a region. You get 25 points if you complete all 4 regions. If you visit all the local businesses, it's showing 3 for now, but it could be
That's
more. So that's 10 points now. That could also go up potentially if there's more stores. And community steward. So you reach a volunteer cap. So you volunteer 4 times, you get an extra 10 points.
Correct.
So by this time next week, Jaimen will have 30 points. He hasn't even started yet. All right. Okay, so I see where you can get points. What do you do with the points once you get them?
So realistically, the app, and big thanks to Tim G for taking this on. I kind of just asked him, what his thoughts were. I was thinking of just trying to half-ass it through with ChatGPT on my own, but then I reached out to him knowing that Tim enjoys doing this, and so within 6 hours had already the basic framework of an app working, and it was amazing to me. I still think anyone who builds apps or anything like that, it'll never cease to amaze me how things like that work. So we're gonna have a leaderboard essentially, and then hopefully by the end of the year we will crown total points, right? So you'll have a high point winner. I don't know how many we're going to pay out, and I say that in air quotes because really there's nothing that you're going to get paid, but I am going to work. I'm going to spend the next 6 months, where we at 4 months, 5 months away from January 1st. I'm going to spend that next time lobbying, and I've already made a couple of, we're getting donations. So just lobbying businesses, groups, so disc golf groups, so the Skyland groups, wedge groups, Disc Cap, I'm going to lobby them to donate prizes, and hopefully some good ones. I'd really like to make it worth people's while. I love giving out baskets. I think most casual players that we can get to play here, having a basket is something that a lot of people want to have that they may not necessarily be able to afford. And so this is a nice kind of free way, in a way of, you really don't need to do anything. You just need to sign up for the app to kind of win something.
Okay, pop quiz. Jaimen, I'm going to ask you, since you're from that region, what do you think is the furthest course north in the Hudson Valley Disc Golf Passport? What's the furthest course north?
Currently?
Yeah, it's a course I've never heard of. I'll give you that hint.
Jaimen, you also worked on it. It's a ski mountain.
Oh, so it's it's at Hickory Hill.
Is that the legend?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, yes, that's what I got here.
Yeah, I don't know 100% what the status is on that course.
Yeah, it's in here for now, but it is, the status from what I hear is still a little up in the air.
Yeah, they have trouble mowing the steep slopes, so it makes it a little difficult to make it nice and clean for everybody.
All right, well, Jaimen, what do you think the furthest course south is? None of the courses in Long Island are on here, just at least for as of yet.
Furthest course south?
Yep.
Is it Buzzies?
No, Leonard Park.
Leonard, okay. All right.
Riverside is actually, looks like the furthest west, but I would have thought that was south, but no, Leonard Park is further down.
Yeah, I think just the way the state is kind of shaped, I think Port Jervis is north of Warwick, right? Northwest.
Yeah, it is actually. Oasis is on here, and it's just a little bit north. Yeah, Riverside's the furthest west, and there's a bunch of that are east. That was just a little internal game. I'm always thinking of games.
Yeah.
What do you think of this idea, Jaimen, to encourage players to get out to local courses, visit local stores, volunteer? What are your initial thoughts?
The more the merrier. At least on the volunteering side of thing, everybody's influenced different ways. And the wider net you cast with a lot of different motivations, the more people you'll get, hopefully.
I mean, if every place had one extra person on their volunteer day, forget about it. You know what I mean? That it could be a good thing.
Those are hours that compound.
Yeah.
Yeah. Forget about it.
Pat hit him with the forget about it.
Did I say that?
You did.
Well,
naturally.
You said forget about it, but it sounded a little bit like forget about it.
Anybody have any questions? Corey, you got any questions?
No, this is obviously everything that I saw before was just that that flyer that you shared. But no, it's cool. Yeah, I'm interested to see how it further refines and polishes and what the end product looks like.
We're gonna beta test the app and screen grabs and all that fun stuff for the rest of the year. So we're gonna spend the rest of our time refining it for you, Corey. So hopefully it's flawless. There will always be a person that gets to check the records as well. So, and then the website for the app, www.hvdgpassport.
You could also check out HVDG Podcast, but either one works.
Oh, there's already a website? Oh, this should already actually... Oh, I didn't realize this. I thought you were about to send me to a broken link.
No, it's real.
Is that what Tim's been working on?
Yes.
Wait, so now we have HVDG Picks, HVDG Passport, and HVDG Podcast.
What about Patreon?
Yeah,
we're building a brand is what we're doing. So just a fun way for people to do something for free that is totally optional. Totally, you can do it as many or as little times as you want. You can spend as much or as little time, participating as you want. If you want to win some prizes, then you participate, and hopefully you patronize stores. You play courses you normally wouldn't. You try to enjoy figuring out what our hidden unlockable quests are and other Easter eggs that we're putting in there. So we think that it'll be fun, and I'm willing to put this on my back until we figure out if it's gonna succeed or fail.
I like it. All right. Well, this would probably be a good time to take a minute to listen to Pat whisper about some more last week in disc golf stuff. Skylands Tuesday doubles, Jason Murak and Tibor tied for second place, shooting a -5. Anthony Visconti and Brennan Colton are your winners. They shot -7. Wilcox doubles week 18, John Tamburino and Nick Warren are your winners. They shot -12. Over in the CTK Handicap League, there was a tie for third. Eamon Foster and Jim Robertson tied with a handicap -1. Jim Burns in second at -4. And Lewis Davis is your winner, shooting -6 to his handicap. What about J-Dub's Points Championship week 18?
Yeah, it was a day down near the park where it had rained like all afternoon, and it was looking pretty sketchy as far as when we'd be starting.
I'm pretty sure Kisco Dubs canceled because of the weather.
Yeah, I think it looked worse down there. I think we kind of dodged what would have been coming around start time. So it rained till about 5:15, just before start time. We only had 7 people show up, kind of, polled the group as far as what we wanted to do. And 7 people meant that we at least had 2 cards with Cali. So just played dubs like normal. I drew the Cali chip, and I got my ass kicked playing A-Pool Cali rules where you have to take your mulligan if you throw it, and that just results in either not taking a mulligan or screwing it up like 33% of the time. But I did play with Harry and Colum, who shot 10 down to take the win. That was fun. But literally after 5:15, when the rain stopped, it never started again. It was like a perfect night. I did kind of have a brief conversation the next day with Greg, and he mentioned something that I had never thought about, where basically if you get under a certain number of people, maybe you award double points. So like this night, where maybe I'd say if we get 8 or less people, a double point night, and that way it's not still has some worth to coming out. But
you get people who are willing to come out in the rain, as long as it's not overused. I think that's a great idea.
Yeah, I think like the once or twice a year maybe where that actually happens. And like Harry and Colum shot a great round, and they got 7 points, which at least for Harry is not even going to count anyways. But all those guys were like, we're already here, we're going to play regardless. So that's what we did.
Do you want to tell us about your 2 double bogeys?
Oh, I got to pull up the actual
8 and 12.
Oof. Oh yeah. Oh my God. I forgot all about this. Yeah. So hole 8, that was just from, I threw a pretty good drive, and my approach shot got kind of like, I think in the crack just behind the basket, and I missed that one. I missed the comebacker, whatever. It turned into a 6. However, on hole 12, I decided to throw a roller off the tee at my first shot, and it never really hooks up enough, and it throws right into that big bush that's like dead straight from the tee pad. So then my second shot, my Cali shot, I decided to throw just like a backhand turnover, and it kind of basically hits the line, but doesn't really flatten out at the end, so it's a little bit right and short, right with that pile of tree and messes, and we get up there and we cannot find it. And I'm like, well, I'm playing Cali rules. I have to take this one, which means I have to take a lost disc penalty, which means I have to go re-tee. So I re-tee and throw another turnover shot that I figured would be safe, and I hit one of our bags that was down there. Not that we didn't take a penalty for it, but it was just funny that like we all put our bags in like one little square, and I hit that, so come up short and then missed that putt. So I took a 5 with a lost disc penalty because of a pool Cali player rules.
Well, the only reason I would mention that you had 2 doubles and 2 bogeys is that you still shot even par. I mean, that's still that's pretty impressive. You had a lot of birdies on here too. So.
I had some good holes in there too, but yeah, a couple of those other ones that's like, oh, well, that was kind of funny. And while that's happening, I'm getting messages from Justin Muccelli, who's like saying that I'm tarnishing the Cali name, and Corey, what are you doing? What happened on hole 8? But it was a fun night. So
absolutely. Did we mention who got the CTPs?
Joe Deskulka got the free CTP, which I believe he donated to Brian Dubois because Joe went home to his family probably. And then Brian Bickersmith took the whopping $7 cash CTP on hole 32.
Just to point out, Brian was 22.2 feet away. Joe Jaskolka was 0.9 feet away for this free CTP.
It was underneath the cage. I remember that.
All right. I dig it. You had something else, didn't you, Terry?
Yeah. I think I announced on Facebook that the Blues at Burbine is no longer, and not because people don't want to play the Blues at Burbine. I love the Blues at Burbine. I didn't want to steal or add to another person's wanting to run a tournament with 2 courses. So Jeff Wachowski allowed Blues at Burbine for this year to see how it goes to be changed. So it's no longer Blues at Burbine. It's going to be the 2026 Montgomery County Championship, and it's going to be 2 courses, 2 rounds, 1 day. 1 round at Burbine and 1 round at Dove Creek. It'll be to crown the champion of the Jewels of Montgomery County Disc Golf. So if you want to be champion of Montgomery County Disc Golf in your respective division, you've got to beat the best. You've got to beat the beast. And then you got to go try to ace the Island Green Hole 18. For 1 year, we talked it over with the Burbine family as well. The ones who donated land for the disc golf course. They're very happy. They're still just happy that people play it. So
when is this?
Oh, yeah, I should probably say that. September 19th. And AM Players Packs, are going to be nice because Montgomery County is sponsoring it. We've already been in talks. I try to make everything useful disc golf related items that aren't just discs, right? We get a lot of discs from a lot of tournaments. So hopefully we can get Montgomery County to come through. There is a new logo incoming. If anybody's ever had a Montgomery County Players Pack item, they have their logo on it. They have made a specific logo for us now.
I think Corey would agree. A pizza cutter, always a good idea.
Yep. When it cuts good, but it also cleans easily.
My wife got this one plastic one that it's like half of it. You know what I'm talking about?
Nope, but it probably looks like the one that I got from Mighty God. I love it.
The whole thing is like plastic on one side, but you're like holding on to the wheel. It's like the plastic is covering the wheel. Yep. It's just like you're using the wheel to cut. There's no like handle. But boy, does that thing gum up. It does, but it's just extra steps. You got to clean it.
Okay, yours sounds like worse than mine, but similar.
Yes.
But.
So it's Burbine and Dove Creek. Is there an order, or is it going to be filled to the point where half the people are doing one, half the people are doing the other?
No, it's going to be an order. I'm still a new TD, right? So I'm still learning. I'm going to co-TD this one with Jeff. I'm the assistant TD, just the TD. So there's a little bit more to do since there's 2 courses. So instead of doing like 144 and you just, 72, you switch, which I don't think we'd even get 144 anyways. So the courses are close enough, like 20 to 25 minutes. It's a pretty simple get in your car and drive. So we're going to do just 72 people, standard tournament size. Play 1 round, everybody travels, and you play the second round. We think it'll be Burbine and then Dove, purely because there are more dining options in the Amsterdam area for people to go get lunch or go get dinner after the round or go have drinks. we figured, having everybody go towards Dove would at least give people more opportunities afterwards.
My favorite part about this is you have to call it the Burbine 500, where we're all racing out of there.
Ooh, maybe I should get a flag person to direct traffic. I hope natural play separates us a little bit.
Little Cannonball Express.
Yeah.
Joe, I think you confused Cannonball Run and Pineapple Express there, but
Yeah, it's probably the Pineapple Express that got me.
I'm sorry, Corey, what you were saying?
No, it was just a dumb comment.
It's 90% of mine.
Yeah, that's my favorite part of this, though, Corey, is hearing your dumb comments. That's one of my favorite
it's okay if I call them dumb. If you call them dumb, now I just feel attacked.
I saw one of the responses was somebody was bummed a bit about not playing both rounds at Burbine. Does anybody here have that? Or what are your thoughts as far as playing two different courses on the same day?
I'm fine with it. It'll be fun. I mean, worst case, it's a 1-year trial period, but I think it'll be exciting.
It's something different.
And I can't wait to hold those jewels.
I think it's better than 2 rounds at Burbine. Change it up a bit.
I love Burbine. There's not a lot of tournaments. There's 2 different courses, so I like that you're doing that, Terry. The only thing is we played 1 tournament at Dove Creek this year, so it'd be cool to do maybe, 2 tournaments with both or something, just to get Burbine some love.
And that's where I was going with my retort is I like Burbine. I play well there. I've always played well there. Really like it. It's kind of stagnant, and I would love to just mix things up a little bit. We can have as many tournaments as we want in this group. We can absolutely do that in DISCAP. We just have to have the people to do it. So if we want to have a Blues at Burbine and a Montgomery County Championship and 2 tournaments at Dove Creek, we just got to have the people to do it. And that's all that's stopping us. It's nothing but just having people to do the work. And I didn't want to add to Jeff's plate helping me with this tournament. So he graciously let me take the Blues at Burbine.
A lot of it comes back down to volunteerism. You just got to get out there and ask questions, really.
It's effort. It really is effort. And I'm not faulting anybody for not wanting to put in that effort. No. And it's kind of scary, too. Just people who aren't used to doing that. It can be scary. It was scary to me, too. I'm still trying to only be a co-TD for right now. That's why I asked Jeff for help on this, because I'd still rather only be a co-TD or helping out rather than be in the show. It just feels weird to be in charge of all that. So,
well, aren't you a graduate of the TD Academy?
I am. I heard about that last week. I did take it. It was very long and arduous, but pretty easy. And they gave you 50 discs. I don't know if that's still the incentive, but I'm still giving them away at our solos at Dove.
Nice.
It's a great idea. The speed at which Dove Creek has gone from an idea you had to a full-fledged course is really cool and has great T-pads. So Good for you for taking the initiative to try something different. And I think they're definitely close enough together. And it makes sense to have everybody go from one to the other. I think if you try and switch between the courses and they play at different speeds, you run into that kind of when is lunchtime issue. So I think it's a great idea.
Well, to my knowledge, the only other place that does that is the Two-Town Turkey Trot between FDR and Kisco. Now, mind you, they've been doing it for a decade now. So they've got it to where they have enough volunteers that they can help. Some people start at Kisco, some people start at FDR, and then you switch. I think Corey mentioned this last week as far as for me, it's about the hang. So I almost wouldn't want to have half the people starting at one, half the people starting at the other. You kind of want to be in it with all the people in each place. But that's just me.
I mean, I think there'll still be time. And I think most people who are friends and are hanging are generally playing in the same divisions or near the same divisions. There's always a group of players that get done sooner, right? So they're going to be already at the park warming up. It's not going to be like you get done and you go play. We're going to wait and we're going to wait for everybody to get there. And then we're going to start another shotgun there. So it's 2 shotgun starts.
No, absolutely.
It's definitely just a copy of something else. Just trying something new in this area.
Of something else.
100%. And I've seen it in Massachusetts and it looks fun and I've always wanted to do it. So like we say about volunteering and building courses and TDing, you just got to do it. So that's what I'm trying to do.
Absolutely. But that's September
19th. 9/19. It's a Saturday. Yep.
All right. Well, let's work our way back. We've also got the Stonykill Scramble. Alex, any updates on that?
Not a ton. Please register for the Stonykill Scramble if you intend to play it. I don't mean to be annoying people, but when you got 6 people signed up, that makes me a little bit nervous. I know a lot of TDs seem to be having similar sort of situations. I mean, talking about the jammer and stuff like that. But yeah, the sooner you can sign up, the easier it is on the TD to do things like order the discs that are coming in the players pack and everything like that. So yeah, if you're planning on playing, sign up, as soon as you can. As far as the course itself, if you can come out to help and volunteer, that's great. We've had a great group of volunteers who have been out basically every day for the past several weeks. And we're very, very close to getting the course back open. So if you're worried about, the course not being 100%, it might not be 100%, but I'd say it'd be 90 to 95%. So it's going to be in good shape by the time we hit early September.
Alex, you're up to 7 now.
Hey, 7. That's so many. Yeah, and it's a little bit my fault as well because I didn't advertise it at all prior to opening up registration. But yeah, I got a little bit distracted by OK. But yeah, as I understand it, people like the event, so I'm not too worried. But yeah, if you're looking to play, it's always easier on us.
Singles is on the 5th, doubles is on the 6th?
Yes, Saturday singles.
Yeah, my wife's birthday is the 5th, so...
Oh, yeah. If there's something going on, like you've come in the past and you can't come, obviously I'm not blaming you. There's nothing wrong with that.
Any other events coming up?
Wilcox Wow registration opens up for basically everybody tomorrow, if I remember correctly. NIFA Championships, I think, just got announced. That's late October.
Where?
It's at Oakholm and mile marker 63 mile marker. You know the course.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, on October 24th. I don't know. It looks like registration opens on the 7th of September. So you still got a lot of time there, but I just happened to see something pop up.
Yikes, October looks crazy. And that's the start of Team Challenge season.
What else is happening in October?
Heiser Creek, October 3rd. Wilcox Wow, 17th and 18th. NIFA Championships, the 24th. Volunteer Flex, the 25th.
Oh, gosh. And
oh, my.
New York Team Challenge is going to be that second weekend, the 10th. So, it's going to be packed.
Yikes.
How are we going to get New England Team Challenge events in? It's going to have to be like the 11th or something like that. The Sunday after New York Team Challenge.
And then I mentioned it in the past, Sir Didymus's Defense. That is actually full right now, but you can get on the wait list for that. The first official PDGA tournament for Riverside.
Bat and Kill is open as well. Bat and Kill Pro and Bat and Kill Am. That's the 29th and 30th of August. That is open for registration as well.
All right.
Even after this comes out, there's still spots in Electric City Classic the Saturday, August 1st. I think registration is open till Friday night. Friday night. There's still a couple spots left in the Discap Flex at Prospect.
When's that?
That's on the 7th of August. And then August 9th is also the Renaissance Man returns to C-Tier at Warwick. I think it's Warwick and the Oasis in some sort of modified layout. Or maybe I thought I saw it was modified layout for the Oasis round, but
the Discap Monthly, is that this weekend at SPW?
Are they doing the August one this early?
That's what I had heard, potentially Sunday.
I mean, I would hope they wouldn't conflict with electricity, but
yeah.
But yeah, I haven't seen anything about it.
That's what they were talking about at Greg's last weekend. Jay Gorsage was talking about his app and such, and he's like, I got it set up for the monthly. Because of the poor reception at Greg's, he didn't want to premiere it there, but they might have changed it. I don't know.
It is listed right now as a Facebook event on Sunday the 2nd at SPW.
Okay.
I unfortunately will be in
a.m.
Utica for a diaper party.
For a child party? Or an adult? Have we determined?
This is for a child.
Oh, okay.
Is this a new one?
Another one, yeah.
Oh my God.
I was hoping this was going to pop up earlier so I'd have an excuse to not go, but this shit just comes out today.
I think, Corey, you mentioned on August 7th was Flex 5 of 6 at Prospect, right?
Correct, yep.
And then the final one, Flex 6 of 6 at Heiser 9-4. Since we're going into September, might as well. You go to Heiser on Friday and then Stonykill on Saturday or Sunday if you want to do singles or doubles or both.
Or you might end up going to Connecticut to play in the Greater Hartford Open and miss all three of those things.
Is Hartford that greater?
That's up for discussion. I'm not 100% sure.
All right. On Wednesdays, until further notice, Stonykill Random Dubs will be preempted with work days until they get the course in shape. Shen Creek Dubs Week 19, Jeff Wachowski and Ryan Clare came in third place shooting -10. Levi V and Jared Borelli tied with John Fruchter and Dan McCrae for first place at -12. Port Jervis Spring Summer League Week 11. Let's hear from Robo Peter Newland how that went.
13 real hoopers turned up for league on Wednesday with their 3 most trusted discs to battle it out on red/blue. Tyler took it down comfortably with a 46, leaving Richard D. and Jared, both with 51, to fight it out for second and third, respectively, based on tags. Things are tight as we head into our final 2 weeks. Come out this Wednesday, 7/29, for a classic white/blue round as a tune-up for Sir Didymus's defense next weekend.
And Women's League at Joralemon, Alyssa Caslin and Lisa Lundquist came in third place, shooting -6. Caitlin Clay and Mindy Potts in second at -8. And Del Potts and Catherine Chacha are your winners. They shot -15. What about Disc Cap Pro League on Wednesday? This is week 3 of the back half of Disc Cap Pro League.
Ahead of the Disc Cap Monthly and the once-a-year time that Justin's trying to get rated rounds at Porcupine Springs, we had it up at Greg's place, up on the hill. I rode my motorcycle there and freaking motocrossed that thing up his goddamn driveway. My sport bike, and got all the way up there through mud puddles and shit. But thankfully, for the longest time, we had 5 people, and I'm like, goddamn, a 5-some starting at 5:30, rated singles round at Greg's place. We're not going to leave out of here till 9:30, which means I'm coming down that hill again in the dark. But Troy Vasari, our Lord and Savior, showed up like 10 minutes before that and turned it into 6 people, so 2 threesomes. Lenny Rabune didn't even know it was happening that day. He just like, oh, Greg's not answering his phone, so he must be up at the hill. He shows up. He plays Pro League. We had Viking Joe Kowalik as well as the regulars, myself, Justin Park, and Justin Muccelli. Yeah, no, it was a nice day up there. Justin Park shot a 59, which I think was 2 down, 989 rated. That was pretty good. Justin Muccelli was one behind him with a 1 under 980 rated round. And then myself came third, and Troy, Lenny, and Joe Kowalik. Greg hung out for a little bit of it, but if you remember from last episode, he had just gotten like a cortisone shot in his knee. So he was trying to take it easy.
Nice.
I do have to mention, I did eagle, I think it's called the Birch Bomber Hole. I don't know what number it is, but it's like downhill to the left, par 4, birch trees he's throwing right at it. Only because it was mentioned by Jaimen the other week, but also last year playing the doubles event up there at Greg's place, myself and Kyle had an eagle putt at it, and Kyle fucked it up on us and didn't make the putt. So I'm just saying, I think he was the weak link that time.
I get you.
That is all.
All right. On Thursday, we got CPS Thursday Dubs Week 15. Jeremy Forehand, Florida Man Millian came in third place, shooting -6. Jared Borelli and Dennis Daly in second at -8. And Josh Lee and Dave Chaikin are your winners. They shot -13. Let's hear from Robo Kevin Cronky. What happened over Disc Beat Club?
Every week just keeps getting bigger and better. 22 folks showed up, some we haven't seen before, or in a while. Some of the regulars still weren't there. Thanks for making this the best summer yet so far.
Oh, that's great. No results, of course, but Jim Burns and Chris Farrell tied for third place, got themselves 19.5 points. Lou Davis in second, 21.5. And there was a tie for first. They both got 21.5 points, John Krajewski and Lou Davis. Your top 5 so far this season: Lou Davis in 5th with 32 points, John Krajewski in 4th with 36.5, Pete W. in 3rd place, 38 points, Joe Orbachzuski in 2nd place with 41, and Jim Burns 1 point ahead at 42 points is your leader. We got OKDGC Dubs. Alex, how'd that go?
I actually wasn't there.
Are you sure? Because I got you in 3rd place.
I believe this was a Cali workaround.
Your mom just put you as her partner.
Right. Yes.
Oh, okay.
I believe that's what happened. As I said, I wasn't there.
That makes sense.
But yeah, no, it's been a real busy couple of weeks. I actually closed on a house just earlier today. So
Whoa.
Yeah.
Damn, little pup's growing up.
How far away?
It's not even 5 minutes down the road from where I currently am. So
is it closer to OKDGC or Stonykill?
Well, it's closer to OK still. It's literally, I can walk from one to the other.
What is the oven situation like?
What is the oven situation like?
Yeah, like if you were to be like making cookies or something.
Oh, fair. It's actually a double oven. So,
oh, shit. Your mom's coming to your house to make the cookies now.
Right? But yeah, no, I was not there. I assume things went pretty well. It looks like Sam Richter did super, super well, which is awesome. But yeah, I don't have firsthand account.
Well, yeah, Sam Richter shot a -19 Cali, Travis -16, and Mindy a respectable -6, all Cali. So absolutely. On Friday, we got Skylands Friday Handicap League. Charlie Holmgren came in third place, Bjorn Holm in second, and Mike Baglione with a handicap -8 is your winner. TGI FDR dubs, there was a tie for third place. Devin DeClerc and Eric Bossenbrook shot -9, so did Ishmael Valencia and Adam Gutman. Ian McCartney and Trevor Lambert came in second place, shooting -10, and Evan Keogh and John Franco are your winners. They shot -11. SPW Dubs League, there was a tie for third place. Denny Deli and Joe Jaskolka tied Benji Farrell and Nick Silvano, all shot -8. John Krajewski and Jay Gorsage actually tied with Dustin Burton and Pete L at -9, but Dustin and Pete won it in a 3-hole playoff. Brian Dubois and Tyler the Cannon Gannon won the Birdie Bank, $102, and John Faust won the CTP on hole 6, $22. Cranmore Dubs League, Charles Carpenter Jr. the third and Jason Sturdevant came in third place -5. Hans Huntsberger and Azariah Cartret came in second at -10, and Ryan Travis won 48343, and Jack Fruchter are your winners. They shot -12. The monthly at Porcupine Springs. Who here played? I know Evan played, Pat played, Terry played, and I played. Okay.
Oh, you did go up there, Pat, huh?
Yes, I did. Evan, Pat, and Terry, you guys played on the same card, right?
Yep, we played on the same card. We were the first group out on the long layout. We also had B. Klein and Josh Lee with us. 5-man card to start the day.
Evan, this was your first time playing this layout, right?
Correct. I think it was my third trip to Porcupine Springs. I had played the shorts both times in the past. At least one with Terry, I think our first time we agreed.
Yep.
Pat, had you played Porcupine Springs at all before this?
No, I had never been up there.
And Terry?
One time with Evan.
Just playing the shorts?
Yeah, just playing shorts.
Are your vehicles high enough off the ground? Because I'm pretty sure the bottom's going to fall out of my car in the next week.
I'm pretty sure I did it last year in my Honda Fit, and it was sketchy as fuck, if you'll allow me one hard swear tonight. So this year I had Terry pick me up at my house, and we took his Nissan Pathfinder up, which was a good move. Going down is almost like, it's like you're snowboarding. You got to like pick your line and like avoid the, all the ruts. Thanks again for driving, Terry.
No problem.
It was cool that we had B. Klein and Josh because they had both played the layout at least. So, although I will say the couple times we took a wrong turn, we were following them, I think.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know. I had a great time playing with a big group of Lemonheads. The property's beautiful. The course is challenging. It's physically demanding by the end of the round. You've done a lot of traveling, and it was definitely over 3 hours for our round. I shot +16, no birdies, couple good holes, hole 17. I had a tap in par with a couple forehands. That's the only reason I'll mention a par is because I threw 2 really nice forehands, a little coaching from Terry. So I was just happy to be out there. I had a ton of fun. It was a great day. I wish I could have stayed for the whole day and played again.
All I said was throw it again.
Well, you believed in me, and that's all I needed.
Sometimes that's all you need. What were your thoughts, Terry, of the long layout the first time playing it?
1 out of 10 cardable. That's all. It was by far the worst karting experience I've had out of any course that I've played with my cart. Now, with that said, I'm not giving it a 0. You could get through it, and I'm rating it up against other courses, but it's the worst, so I got to rate it a 1.
Who told you that was ever going to be a good idea?
Oh, no, I told everyone I was going to be the test run for the cart. And I'm just giving everyone my feedback, so learn from me.
No.
How about when I was walking behind you and picked up the back of your car? Was that?
Oh, at one time, it just magically felt like, I was like, man, I must be getting a second wind because this cart's so easy to move. And I look back there and he's holding up the cart as I'm walking. And it was just hilarious.
How far is that course for you, Terry? Forgetting picking up Evan or anything, like how far would it be?
55 minutes. Okay. Not bad.
Patrick, what were your thoughts?
Oh, man. Great day. I picked up Josh and Brandon in like a Troy athletics field parking lot, and my car got up and down just fine. That's like my dream, to own like some land out in the wild and put disc golf courses on it. So I really admire what Greg did. And there's like random buildings, and I don't know. I think it's so cool. I hope to be Greg Kurtz one day for sure. The course, yeah, it was challenging. they let us take 2 off the first, and I birdied the first, and Brandon's like, "Oh, the key here is not taking double bogeys." And I thought, "You don't know what you're talking about. I'm feeling great today." And then I proceeded to take like bogey, bogey, triple bogey, bogey. I didn't have a par in the last 8 holes. I picked up a couple birdies though and shot 9 over, which didn't feel great, but I think I got like 3rd in AM. So I tied Josh Lee, and he typically beats me by a few strokes. So that's always good.
Heck yeah.
There's a really beautiful downhill shot that Jaimen, I think Corey was talking about earlier, like the Birch Bomber. Yeah, I had an eagle look on that. I just like hit the line perfectly, and that was like the highlight of my day. It was like C2 and didn't make the putt, but mostly I was just scrambling like all day, so it felt nice to like hit a line. Super fun card though, 3.5 hours. And then Josh, Brandon, and I stayed around for the short course. That's so fun after the long course because it's just like everything you could throw a putter or a mid, and we got to watch kind of you and Eric battle ahead of us in your match play while we just played a silly. Brandon and I did a swap bag round match.
Oh,
play.
I was wondering what you guys were doing. Was Josh playing at all?
Josh was. He's like, I don't want to carry any bags. I'll just use both your discs. And yeah, Brandon's like, you're just suck. That's why you're winning. So that was fun, and we got to kind of see what you guys were doing, which felt much more important ahead of us.
It wasn't that important, but okay. How far is it for you?
I think it's like 45. I loved it. Yeah, I got to get back up there. It's such a challenging winning course for sure.
It's just nice to know that even the locals, it's a bit of a trek to get to. So you guys played AM and Pro. I could pull up the UDisc, but we didn't even put our scores in UDisc. Eric used a paper card. I assumed like after he might put it into UDisc, but he never did. And I'm not blaming him. I'm just saying that that's what happened. I wasn't really worried about it. We played rec because that was the short layout. Me, Eric, and Kat were going to go out for the round, and then we picked up Nick. Playing the shorts was so much fun. It usually takes me a couple holes to warm up, but fortunately those holes are short enough that they served as the warm up for me. And in the first round, I was parring everything, but it was so easy. It was just like 2/3 of the way up, pitch up, putt. And like 9 holes in, I had a couple bogeys, but Eric, I don't know if he had a par yet. He was having a rough time on every fucking hole, the first 6 or 7 holes. The back 9 was kind of similar. It's not on UDisc, but I think I ended up winning rec because I got $20. Second round, it was a debate between longs or shorts for our match. And I think Kat was the sane one. She's like, just play shorts. So we did. And we picked up Kenji, who played his monthly round. So we still had 4, and we went out again ahead of Pat, Brandon, and Josh. And he just kept hitting birdies. And it's like, okay, good for you. I'm not hitting birdies here. I'm getting tired. And he smoked me. It wasn't even fucking close. So I think he beat me 6-4. I know that's not the greatest recap, but there's not much to say. My feeling is he's pretty much the same level. I mean, I just beat him by like 6 or 8 strokes in round 1. I'm just going to play the same I did round 2. And a couple times I didn't hit the same line. So it made a little more difficult for par, but he was hitting birdies. So it was like, hey, if you're going to hit birdies, I'm getting more tired. I'm not hitting birdies. So
did you tell him at the end, like, yeah, good job, you just beat up an old man? Older man. I'm sorry.
No. He did good. He was hitting birdies. That's the thing. It's like, hey, if you're going to hit birdies, more power to you.
I misspoke.
I mean, was he getting in your head talking?
No, that's the thing. I was just playing my game. It's just, I was getting a little more tired. Now, I will say in that first round where I quote unquote run wreck, I don't know if that's something to crow about, but
hell yeah, it is. Good job.
There were a couple times, and they commented on it, where I hit lines that maybe I shouldn't have. It was the first time since the Berg tournament, because this is the first time playing since the Berg tournament, that I was using the Berg as an approach disc. In 2 rounds, there were at least 4 times where I'm like, shit, I just came up way short on that. I was thinking like 20, 25 feet, and I'd get up there and it was like 12 feet. So that Berg is definitely staying in my bag, but I still need to figure it out.
So now you're in the held the Berg.
I have held a Berg, and I will continue to hold a Berg. Joe, you also had a match, right? Who'd you play?
I did. I played against B. Klein on Thursday. We opted to play at Shen through 9. I am 3 up on him. And then on hole 9, he took one back. He hit like a 50 or 60 foot putt uphill. I had laid one up, and he just ran one and bam, nailed it. It was pretty impressive. So got down to 2 on that one. And then I think I immediately took it back to 3. We went back and forth a couple times. We got to hole 15, which was kind of nearing his point of needing to score on everything at that point, and I ended up taking hole 15 as well. So I finished 4 and 3. It was a beautiful day. He's fun to play with, and it was. I played well that day, and he hit a couple lines into the bushes, had to scramble out, and lost the holes on that. Essentially, it was just a couple bad throws.
Do you know who you play next?
Yes, you had him on the show last week, and I think he said he asked the winner of our matchup.
Corey?
No, I'm not in the pro.
I think I'll play Jaimen.
You're playing Greg?
I'm playing Greg. I haven't actually talked to him yet to set anything up yet.
And that's still winner's bracket, right? You haven't lost yet.
Correct.
Nice. Evan, any updates?
Nope, nothing scheduled with JJ yet. He was out of town for a bit. I think he just got back, so I'm going to see what works for him.
Nice. Corey, anything with Jaimen?
Nah, I'll talk to him this week. Sure, surely.
Anybody else? I know Randy's not in. Alex, have you played any matches recently?
I was originally supposed to play against Justin Muccelli on Friday, but he got invited to a Muse concert, so we rescheduled to Sunday, and he crushed me. It wasn't close. We ended up playing Jay South. I didn't want to stress too much about courses and layouts, just because on paper I was going to get crushed, so I figured might as well play a course that's enjoyable. But yeah, no, I think we pushed the first one, he took one, I took one, and then he took like 5 or 6 over the next 9 or so holes, and it just wasn't particularly competitive.
Now, I know Muse from the Daredevil comics. That's a pull. Is that If You Could Only See, the band? Like, what's their song?
Tonic.
Oh, is that Tonic? Who I
will not force us.
Yeah, that's them. Starlight's a big one.
Oh, he should have gone to see Tonic then.
I've heard Muse is really, really good live, so I don't blame him at all for wanting to reschedule.
Nah, that's cool. Anybody else? Pat, you're not in. Terry, you're in the Summer Battle Royale now?
Yes, I need to play Brian Monahan, the other half of Camel Case Corey. I've been on vacation, and so we'll schedule it soon.
You know what I don't have to do? I don't have to schedule a match. I killed 2 birds with 1 stone this weekend. It was a blast playing with Eric and Kat in the 2 rounds. Nick and Kenji were great too. Sassafras Sundays solo at Dove Creek Handicap League. Evan, you played there, right?
I did. I was able to pop up. I don't do it all the time, but it was nice to get up. I like the course. I like to support Terry's league when I can.
This is a bit of a trip for you, no?
Yeah, it's probably the better part of 50 minutes, mostly highway. So it feels kind of far, but it was nice out. And if I have nothing else going on, it's fun to go out and play in the league.
I always love seeing when Evan rolls up, because I don't expect it because he's so far away, and I'm like, oh, Evan.
Heck yeah. How'd your round go?
It was good. I got to play with Terry. I think we had, 9 people? So we did 3 cards of 3.
Yep.
I think my handicap right now is I think it was a 3, and I think I shot 5 over. So that's, I don't know. I get confused on, I guess.
Yeah, you were +2. You're right.
+2 with the handicap, yeah.
So you've played there enough times that you actually have an established handicap.
Is this my 3rd one, Ter?
Your 3rd one, yep, correct.
Yeah.
So this is the first one that you qualify for a handicap? Is that how it works?
No, you get a handicap after the first round.
Oh, okay. So you've had 2 rounds. Okay.
Yeah, so I think my first round, I did kind of well. So then my handicap was lower. But yeah, I think, +3 and I shot +5. Like, we had fun. We got to play with, it seemed like you and Ethan knew each other. I had not met this guy, Ethan, that we played with, but he was really nice.
Ethan Winkle. He's played at Shen. I've seen him at SPAC. He lives in Balsam Lake. He's kind of around these courses over there.
How'd you play, Terry?
Thought I played well up until hole 15, where I took a 7 on a par 3.
Did you just say, you know what, I'm not going to play this hole, so give me par +3? No, that would only be a 6. Never mind.
I could have done better by literally just, forfeiting the hole. Yeah, no, just trying to overcome bad shots with other bad shots, and then an OB. It's never a good mixture.
But you still only missed your handicap by 1 stroke, so not too bad.
I was happy with how I played up until then. I mean, and I had actually hole 17, I missed a 8-foot putt. Hole 17's on top of a hill, and you're already gassed from going up 13's hill and coming down. And it's a pretty aggressive terrain from a elevation standpoint. That's why we did a hole like that. Modeled it after hole 5 of Stonykill, directly up, and we put it in the middle of a tree stump, and you throw up a hill and you're huffing and puffing getting up there, and then you have the ability to miss a 6-foot putt, as I did. I was just lucky it didn't roll away.
Well, you still tied for third with Jim Burns, and then Todd Lawrence and Chris Wilson tied for first. Do you have any kind of tiebreaker with a handicap league, or you just keep them at tied?
So I only want to pay out 3 people. So I basically made a little form and kind of rules with AI to basically make my league that I track. So I have a little tracker that does it. I made the rules that we only pay out 3 people. If we have under 20, then over 20, you pay out top 25. So only 3 people pay out. So tiebreaker ends up being, we had to make it up last week because we hadn't run into this where we had 4 people paid out. So what we determined was the tiebreaker was a scratch score. So when paying out 3 for the last spot, your scratch score is the tiebreaker.
Nice. I'm confused now. Did you keep the tie for first, though? Because
that's first and second. So tie for first is essentially first and second. So you really only run into it when you have 2 ties.
Mm-hmm. No, that's fair. I was just double checking. Long Island Sunday Doubles did a 3-disc challenge. There was a tie for second. Stephanie Power and Josh Winkler tied with Sean Mahan and Jonathan Barnes. They all shot -15. But Ryan Fitzpatrick and Matthew are your winners. They shot -16. Evan, you played Prospect Park Dubs this week with 20 holes. How'd that go?
Yeah, it was interesting. We did the, I guess you could call it the South Troy Loop. So it's 8 through 17, which is all of the backwoods holes plus, I guess 16, 17, and 8 are kind of more in the open. But it's a lot of the elevation. We did that twice around for 20 holes. And I got to play with Lenny, which was awesome, on card with Leighton and Matt Sharp. Great card. We started on 15, so we had to walk out. We parked up by the tennis courts, if you know Prospect Park, and if you don't, that won't make sense. But we had to walk down to 15 and then play up that steep hill, walk up and then twice around. So we did that. A lot of up and down the hills of Prospect Park. Less said about our round, the better. We kind of struggled, but Leighton and Matt did pretty decently. I think they finished in the middle of the pack at like 9 down.
Yeah, tied for 6th with Joe the Viking and Denny Deli. You got a good number of birdies, but you just had one really bad hole, hole 8.
Yeah, that should be an easy birdie, if not an eagle look. And we both went OB. It was our second time playing it. We both went OB to the road off the drive. And then I had a terrible second shot. Lenny's was all right. But yeah, that wasn't great. Shout out to Matt Sharp, though. We started on hole 15. That was the CTP, and you were only getting 1 shot at it. His very first throw of the day, he threw it literally under the basket, like 11 inches away. So
I got 1 foot according to the app. So
well, I probably put that in, but I guess I'm embellishing it in the retelling. It'll get closer.
It sounds
every
like
time. Yeah.
$26 though. Hey.
Yep. Help pay for groceries.
Mm-hmm. Colin Grant and Kyle Moore tied for third with Nick Alcatraz Atcats and Ryan Kendrick. They shot -11. Brian Bickersmith and Earl Steenberg came in second at -12. And Adam Nelson and Gregory Lai are your winners. They shot -13. Also, Adam Nelson and Gregory Lai got the $26 birdie bank. They hit 9, 10, 16, and 17. No aces were hit. Who has to get going if we're going to do a quiz?
Yep. 2 things. I turned 35. Well, I turned 35 on Wednesday, 29th. But also, I finally got a haircut. I believe the mullet is done. And while I had my dad clean it up for me in the backyard, he may have spotted a gray hair. I haven't seen it. I think it might just be a blonde hair, but...
Oh, my God.
How are you going to spend the last 2 days as a valid marketing target? Because once you pass 18 to 34, commercials don't give a fuck about you, Corey. What are you going to do?
That's something to look forward to. Okay.
I think now is when he starts his presidential campaign.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah.
Although I'm not going to lie, the last time I hit one of those marketing age ranges, I'm like, fuck, I'm old now. I feel like before it was like 18 to 24, and I had to like click 25, and I'm like, God damn it. But you're right, 35 is kind of tough. But I just look at other things now, like my 401k and the height of my grass.
Corey, I had my mullet cut down last week as well, but I definitely still have a lot more gray hairs than you.
Yeah, you'll have me on that one for a while, I think. But I won't go bald. I can guarantee that.
Me neither. I got my mom's side, not my dad's.
Anybody else got to get going before a quiz?
If it makes it even, I wouldn't hate taking tonight off.
I was hoping that you'd stick around, Randy, only because I didn't get to talk to you much.
I love it here. Staying forever.
I was thinking like you and Joe as captains because you guys didn't talk much.
I think it's 3-on-3 if Corey leaves.
I can't do math. That's why I started.
Yeah, that would be 3-on-3.
It makes it even. Yeah.
If everybody else is cool to hang out.
I'll stay, yeah.
Oh, I thought the idiot was leaving. Apparently he's staying.
No, it sounds like the idiot's leaving.
Okay.
Well, thank you, Corey. Thanks for sticking with us.
All right, boys. Later. Thanks, Pat.
Later, Corey.
Later.
All right. So Randy and Joe captains. So Joe and Randy has spoke less, so he's got first pick. So Randy, your first pick in the disc or no disc draft is?
I'm going to go Evan solely based on the potential of a Seinfeld question.
Evan is the best one here. He consistently is the best one here.
I've been feeling dumb lately. Sorry. Foreshadowing. We'll see.
Joe, your pick.
I'll go with Alex. He and I seem to team up well.
All right. Snake draft. Joe, what's your next pick?
Randy.
Oh.
Wait. No, Randy's the other.
I'm pretty sure
He's the other captain.
Oh, Randy's the captain.
That is a bold strategy.
That's bold.
Yeah. Let's just take from the other team.
You could have picked me. That would have worked.
Yeah, seriously, that's the
We're
move.
running one big team against Pat tonight, apparently.
Pick the guy with the question. That's awesome.
I'll go with Terry.
Terry. All right. Taj? I don't know. We'll figure that out. That puts Pat
Reptar.
All right. And Randy, especially with the snake draft, because you picked first, you get to go first. We've got 3 categories for disc or no disc. Would you like category 1, category 2, or category 3?
We'll go with 3. We'll do it for Dale.
All right. Question 1, category 3. Engineered during the Cold War to protect intercontinental ballistic missiles from nuclear strikes. What underground structure gets its name from an agricultural storage building? Engineered during the Cold War to protect intercontinental ballistic missiles from nuclear strikes. What underground structure gets its name from an agricultural storage building?
Silo.
Silo.
You guys agree?
Yes.
Yep.
Is the silo a disc?
It could be.
I feel like it is. I don't know company though.
No, I like it.
Never heard of it.
That's not a prerequisite.
Right.
Dude, Kurt's could not miss last week. It was crazy.
I gotta listen.
Wise old man.
Mm-hmm.
Silo.
Well, what would Kurt say?
He'd say something like he liked it, but then he would just say no after talking about liking it, and then it would be right. Man, I don't know. This one feels like one I've heard of, but I just can't actually place it.
Well, there's only 2 ways to find out.
I usually go yes on the first one.
All right. That's a good reason for me.
I trust you. Yeah.
Great.
All right. We're going yes.
Evan, what are the 2 ways to find out?
We hear you say the name of the company or I'm sorry, no.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry, no.
Oh.
That was one of them.
All right, Joe, Alex, and Terry. Category 1, category 2, or category 3?
I'll leave it up to you guys.
I have no preference.
Terry.
Yeah. Why do I get to pick?
Process of elimination.
Okay. Which numbers?
1, 2, or 3?
In honor of Derek Jeter, 2.
All right. Question 1, category 2. In the 1995 David Fincher thriller 7, serial killer John Doe murders his victims according to the 7 deadly sins. While Kevin Spacey's character represents envy, which deadly sin is represented by Brad Pitt's character, Detective David Mills, at the climax of the film? In the 1995 David Fincher thriller 7, serial killer John Doe murders his victims according to the 7 deadly sins. While Kevin Spacey's character represents envy, which deadly sin is represented by Brad Pitt's character, Detective David Mills, at the climax of the film?
Is it Wrath?
I believe it is Wrath.
Sounds good to me.
Lock it in, Pat. Wrath.
You guys agree?
Yeah.
Is the Wrath a disc?
Yes.
Yes.
I'm sorry, I was very distracted. I was trying to get the Mets game. You guys agree?
Yep.
Yep.
Who makes it?
Axiom.
Yeah.
What year?
2015.
Axiom Disc, December 19th, 2014. Not even close, Alex. 12 days. All right. 1 round in. You guys are up 2-1. Randy, Evan, and Pat. Would you like a question in category 2 or category 3? Category 1 will be saved for a later date.
I like them both so far, so whatever you want.
Yeah, I don't have strong feelings. Let's do 3 again.
Yeah, I was going to say movies can
Let's
be
do it.
hit or miss with me, so let's go to 3.
All right. Question 2, category 3. Believed to originate from a proverb warning not to sell an animal's skin before catching it. What word describes a market condition characterized by falling stock prices and widespread investor pessimism? Believed to originate from a proverb warning not to sell an animal's skin before catching it. What word describes a market condition characterized by falling stock prices and widespread investor pessimism?
Is that the bear market?
Bear market. Yep.
Like the bull market is good, bear is bad.
You know how to remember them?
Like what I just said?
No, to remember it if you don't know anything about the stocks is bears swipe down and bulls like thrust up with their horns.
I think subconsciously that's what I was thinking. Yeah.
There's a big bull statue on Wall Street too.
Bear is a disc.
Yeah, we're gonna go bear.
You guys agree?
Yes.
Is the bear a disc?
West Side.
Yep.
West Side.
What year, Evan? And only Evan, because he was so confident.
I love the bear. I don't bag one anymore, but I have a bunch on the shelf here, and I feel like it was newish when I started. So let's say 2021.
West Side Discs, October 14th, 2021.
Oh,
Nice.
Nailed it.
you do bag the raft too, Evan.
True story.
All right, Joe, Alex, and Terry. Question 2 and 2 or question 3 and 3?
2 and 2.
I do not have a preference yet.
Go ahead, 2 and 2.
All right, question 2, category 2. What creature did Luke Skywalker face in a pit beneath Jabba the Hutt's palace in Star Wars Episode 6, Return of the Jedi? What creature did Luke Skywalker face in a pit beneath Jabba the Hutt's palace in Star Wars Episode 6, Return of the Jedi?
You guys know
Alex, I'm leaning on you.
it's a rancor.
All right. Sounds familiar.
Does not sound familiar at all to me, so going with that.
You seem pretty confident on it. So
It's definitely a rancor.
yeah.
You guys agree?
Yes.
Alex, you want to put it on an endless worm?
Yeah, that'd be pretty good.
I mean, it's probably before your time, but that's the greatest combo of all time. Imagine. Is the Rancor a disc?
That one I don't know.
Not thinking so.
I think it could be, but
Would it be a Star Wars copyrighted name?
no. Rancor is it's sort of like Wrath. It's not the same as Wrath, but it's sort of like an emotional, angry, fighty thing.
You could argue it's like Ogre. Ogre couldn't be trademarked. It's just a type of creature.
Yeah.
I'm leaning no.
Low, no preference.
Terry's neutral.
I mean, my instinct was it was a disc, but it's not based off of any evidence other than I thought it was a disc.
So 2-1, it sounds like? No?
Yeah, I mean, I will go with the group if you guys are feeling no, but
I have no reason. Alex, if you think it could be one, let's go for it.
I do think it could be, but like I said, I just don't have any supporting anything for that.
Yeah, and I don't think it is.
So
All right. So no,
Let's go.
not a disc. Not a disc.
you guys agree?
Going no.
Yep.
You are correct.
Oh.
All right. So you guys are up 1 through 2 rounds, 4-3. Randy, Evan, and Pat, 3 and 2 or 3 and 3?
Stick with 3.
Yeah, I don't know any more like wrathy words, so yeah, we're going 3.
All right. Question 3, category 3. In 2024, many flocked to a meme coin with what avian name that was released by Haley Welch? In 2024, many flocked to a meme coin with what avian name that was released by Haley Welch?
I'm ashamed that I know this.
You owned a bit of that, if I remember.
One of the largest investors.
Right.
Terry, you're on the other team. If anybody in the pod would be into crypto, I'm probably the last person. But I think the answer is hawk.
Unfortunately, I knew that too.
Yeah.
You guys agree?
Yeah.
Yep.
Is the hawk a disc?
Yes.
You guys agree?
Yep.
Who makes it, Randy?
Oh, I have no idea. Evan said yes.
Does anybody know who makes it on your team?
Innova.
Oh, really?
Franklin?
Pretty sure.
Franklin probably does.
I think it's an Innova.
Where did Haley Welch get Hawk from, Evan?
I don't recall, Your Honor.
Isn't there a Tua disc? Tui?
That's next. Don't spoil it.
We haven't finished the category, Terry. I'm sorry.
Is it Innova? I thought so.
We're looking for Discraft, September 30th, 1993.
What am I thinking of? Oh, Hawkeye. Never mind.
Mm-hmm.
But it was a yes, right?
A lot of disc names being thrown around.
You guys are up 5-4, but Joe, Alex, and Terry are one question behind. Do you guys want 3 and 2 or 4 and 3?
What are you guys thinking? So far, I've known all the answers in category 3. I've only known one of the 2 in category 2.
I've been no help in 2.
I would not have known bear or hawk.
All right, well, let's stick with 2 then. We've gotten all those answers, so teamwork.
All right, question 3, category 2. What word, which describes extreme uncontrolled rage, serves as the base for the Roman name of the Greek goddess of vengeance and completes the title of a 2015 Mad Max film? What word, which describes extreme uncontrolled rage, serves as the base for the Roman name of the Greek goddess of vengeance and completes the title of a 2015 Mad Max film?
Fury, right?
Gotta be Fury, right?
Yep.
Yeah, it sounds
Mad Max Fury Road, right?
Yeah.
You guys agree?
Yep.
Is the Fury a disc?
Feels
Feel like it
strongly that
is.
it is a disc, but I don't have any proof of that.
I think it is too, and
I'm with you.
top of the
Yeah,
disc.
yeah. I think it's a disc.
Let's go yes.
Yeah, we'll go yes.
Latitude 64, April 19th, 2013. Halfway through, you're up 6-5. Randy, Evan, and Pat rep 4-2 or 4-3.
Can't figure out what the category is for 3 at all at this point.
Yeah, but 2 seems it's coming a little clearer.
I'm thinking we zig.
Go 2?
I think we go to 2. Evan?
I like that.
Evan's muted.
I've just been chatting along.
Yep.
What are you saying?
How do you feel, Evan?
I said I'll follow you, Captain.
Oh,
Nice.
let's go to 2.
All right, question 4, category 2, derived from a Latin word for bad or evil. What word describes a conscious intent to cause harm, precedes afterthought in legal definitions of murder, and was the title of a 1993 thriller starring Alec Baldwin and Nicole Kidman? Derived from a Latin word for bad or evil, what word describes a conscious intent to cause harm, precedes afterthought in legal definitions of murder, and was the title of a 1993 thriller starring Alec Baldwin and Nicole Kidman?
First word I think of is malice.
I like that word.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to think of the movie now, though. What's the name of the movie, Evan?
Might be
Malice.
malice.
All right.
Or some version of that word.
All right, malice.
I'm open to suggestion, but that's the first thing I thought of. And
No, I think you're right. Mal, negative
Bad.
in Latin-based words. Yeah.
yeah, it means mal means bad in French.
Hey, that could be the next answer, so careful.
I'll write that down.
All right,
You guys
we're going
agree?
malice. Yes.
Is the malice a disc?
Probably. That's got doomsday energy.
Sounds cool.
It is cool.
If not somebody else. Yeah, I like it.
I can picture it.
All right. Yes, Pat.
I'm sorry, no.
Oh,
Wow.
Come on.
Fuck.
Come on.
We're tied, but Joe, Alex, and Terry have a question in the hand. Do you guys want 5-2 or 4-3?
I mean, the category seems pretty clear on 2.
Yeah, I agree.
It's also theoretically a harder question than if we go with 3.
Still think we look at 2. I feel like we're on a good streak.
Yeah, we've been doing fine with 2. I don't think we should switch it yet.
Sure.
All right, question 5, category 2, derived from a Latin root meaning to strangle or to choke. What 7-letter noun describes extreme mental distress, severe anxiety, or unbearable suffering? Derived from a Latin root meaning to strangle or to choke. What 7-letter noun describes extreme mental distress, severe anxiety, or unbearable suffering?
Strangle? Sounds about right. But 9-letter word? How many words are
7.
Yeah, I think you said strangle in the
Oh, okay.
question.
Yeah,
Strangle or
that's
choke.
Oh, this is tough.
Yeah, I don't know.
Can we get that one more time?
Suffocate?
Too many letters.
You want to repeat?
Yeah, one more time.
Derived from a Latin root meaning to strangle or to choke. What 7-letter noun describes extreme mental distress, severe anxiety, or unbearable suffering?
I got nothing. It's
Anguish.
anguish. Is that great number of letters?
He typed it out.
I had to.
No, I heard it.
Yeah, you can hear it. That's the only thing I can think
You
of.
didn't
Is
have enough
anguish.
fingers?
No, I don't. I only have one hand for these things. I don't know. I'm making up shit. Anguish sounds good. Strangle or choke. I have nothing against it. It sounds like a good one.
Yeah, I can't really think of anything else. I'm thinking of all the other words and they're too many letters.
Yeah, every other word I think of has 8 or 9 letters.
Throttle? That's too many words. Letters.
What's Latin for strangle or choke?
I don't
What
know.
could that base be? Yeah, I think that's the key, and I don't know what that is.
Yeah, I mean, anguish, the ang makes me think like language, which is, voice, tongue, like that lang, L-A-N-G is a prefix. I don't know. I was not an English major, but I remember these things for some reason.
Sounds good. I don't have anything else to counter that.
All right, let's go. Anguish.
You guys agree?
Yep.
Is the anguish?
Shut up. I don't know where that came from.
I don't like anguish as a disc name, though.
Yeah. What's the brand that has the death kind of things?
Doomsday?
Doomsday, is that right? That
It could be a Doomsday disc. It does kind of fit their naming scheme. I don't know of one, but I don't know a lot of Doomsday discs.
I'm going to say yes on Anguish.
You know what? I feel like I've heard of it as a disc name. That's just a guess. I don't know. I'm gonna go yes as well.
Me too. Yeah, I think it is. I feel like it should be.
You guys agree?
Yep.
Doomsday Dish, July 6th, 2026.
Good call.
Randy, Evan, and Pat, question 6 and 2 or Question 4 in 3.
I think we go back to 3.
Yeah, it's easier,
With
right?
our tails between our legs.
Mm-hmm.
What's the German word for when you know the answer while the other team stumbles through it?
They pulled that out, though.
Can't think of it.
Stupenfreuden.
That was really good.
Thinking, yeah. Yes, category 3.
All right, question 4, category 3, originating from Latin. What term originally referred to people who shared the same water, stream, or brook? Today, it describes a person, group, or team competing for the same objective or supremacy. Originating from Latin, what term originally referred to people who shared the same water, stream, or brook? Today, it describes a person, group, or team competing for the same objective or supremacy.
Gosh.
Wish we knew the category.
Me
That
too.
would probably help.
Mm-hmm.
It usually does. People who share the same water supply. That's not like watershed, is it?
My mind went to tribe. I don't know, and I don't know if it fits this category.
Yeah, I don't know. I was trying to think like sports-centric terms, I guess.
Yeah, Silo's really throwing off my guess of the category at all.
Right.
I don't know. I'm drawing a blank. Maybe we hear it again, but I don't.
Yeah, maybe hear it one more time, Pat.
Please.
Originating from Latin. What term originally referred to people who shared the same water, stream, or brook? Today, it describes a person, group, or team competing for the same objective or supremacy.
So, yeah, we should focus on the modern definition.
Probably.
A team or a group,
Clan.
same objective or supremacy. Clan, yeah, that could be like in a online gaming.
Guild.
Ooh, I don't hate that.
I think of like artisans. They're not necessarily competing for supremacy, but maybe.
No. Hey, I'm like literally trying to think of synonyms for team at this point.
Yeah.
Does silo have a double meaning? Because like the other words have like multiple meanings.
You get caught in a silo, like, of information.
Yeah, like metaphorically, it can like you're isolated.
Yeah. So is there a word we're thinking of that has like 2 meanings?
Hawk and bear.
I don't know.
All right.
Guild or clan?
Clan was my best guess.
All right. Like we're going to go clan.
You guys agree?
Yep.
Joe, Alex, and Terry, originating from Latin, what term originally referred to people who shared the same water, stream, or brook? Today, it describes a person, group, or team competing for the same objective or supremacy.
I originally thought tribe as well. That was the first thing that popped out to me.
My working category is 4-letter words. I don't know if that's accurate, but the only thing I could think of that fit 4-letter words and the question was army.
Yeah, I don't really.
Yeah.
I was thinking long and hard while they were trying to think of it, and I'm coming up.
But I like the way you came up with that, Alex. It beats just a word that pops in my head. So I think I like that. It has like some thought behind it. So
Yeah, I don't know. It's a steal, so we don't want to stress too much about it. But
Yeah,
let's do army.
You guys agree?
sure.
We were looking for rival.
Oh.
Person, group, or team competing for the same objective or supremacy.
Like
A rival.
all right,
Legacy Discs, November 2nd, 2012.
so it's not 4-letter words, guys.
Nope.
It
But, I mean, hey,
was a good theory. It was a good theory.
but that was a steal. Like you said, Joe, Alex, and Terry, 6 and 2 or 5 and 3.
I think we want 3.
I mean, we've gotten most of all the answers on category 2. It is the more difficult one by 1.
Yeah, generally 6 is like a significant step up, even from 5, or at least that's how I see it in my head.
And we just barely got to 5.
And we would end up getting both 6s if we took that 6.
All right, that's cool. 5 and 3.
So we're going with 5 and 3. Question 5, category 3. What word, meaning a feeling of well-being or elation, contains all 5 vowels? What word, meaning a feeling of well-being or elation, contains all 5 vowels?
Is that euphoria?
Gotta be.
Wow, does it have all the vowels?
Yeah. Yeah.
I have to look at the word. I don't know.
UOIA. Yeah, weird order, but they're there.
Sounds like a great answer. Then let's go with it.
You guys agree?
Yep.
I'm sorry, I was looking for them in exact order. No, is the euphoria.
I like it more than anguish.
Let's see. Euphoria. I mean, it does sound a little more appealing to throw than anguish.
See, I just get a weird feeling about euphoria. To me, it sounds so undisc golf related and doesn't really fit in.
I have no strong feelings one way or another. So
I kind of like it as a disc. Yeah, I'm on the yes it is side.
I'm on the no, so you got to go with it, Alex.
I got to make the decision.
Yep.
All right. Well, my instinct was yes. My instinct has been wrong several times tonight, but I think I'm going to go with yes.
You guys agree?
Yep.
Orbital Discs, March 13th, 2023.
Yeah.
Good job.
Hey, was Rival a disc?
Yes.
All right, Randy, Evan, and Pat, you're down 4 points going into the last category. So you got to get this right and hope for a steal. So would you like 6 and 2 or 6 and 3?
Is 3 TV shows? I think Euphoria is a show. I've never seen it, but I've heard of it. The Bear is a show.
Okay.
But I don't know about the other ones.
Like what you're thinking.
Good enough for me.
Or the other words are all kind of synonyms, or at least related emotionally.
Right.
Yeah, let's do 3.
Okay.
All right, question 6, category 3. What word that was the title of a Maroon 5 song that reached number 2 in 2014 when used once was also the title of a 1969 Billboard #1 hit by the fictional animated band The Archies when used twice? What word that was the title of a Maroon 5 song that reached number 2 in 2014 when used once was also the title of a 1969 Billboard #1 hit by the fictional animated band The Archies when used twice?
Evan, you're a big Maroon 5 guy, right?
Right. His faith.
Is that what people say? I'm thinking of the Archies. Is that song like Sugar Sugar, Honey Honey?
Oh.
I freaking love that.
But is either of those 2 words a Maroon 5 song? Because I don't know which one would be the title of the Archies song, if that's even the right thing. Sugar?
Or honey.
And do you think it needs to be a show?
That's just
there is a
guess.
show that's called Sugar.
All right, we're going with it. Sugar.
Do you guys agree?
Yeah, I got nothing better than that.
I got quiet.
Sure.
Yep.
Is the sugar a disc?
Oh, honey, honey.
I can't believe you went with the 19 whatever song instead of 2014, but I love it.
Yeah, I can't hear the Maroon 5 song in my head, but I do hear that Archie song.
Evan, do you know the Archies? Like, do you know where that
Vaguely.
originated
I know that
from?
song.
That's Archie and Jughead in them.
Is it from Archie Comics?
Yeah.
Yeah, Archie
100%.
Comics. Yeah. I knew Honey was a Clash disc, or at least I'm pretty sure.
But
What do
is
we think
sugar a
about
disc?
Sugar?
Yeah, I'm not so sure.
It's a cool name.
You've been wrong a lot.
I've made peace with that.
Yeah.
It's cooler than Silo.
If you get
By
it
far.
right,
It's not.
you have the
Yeah.
potential to tie.
It's a lot on the line. I don't know if I could picture it either, though. What's your gut telling you, guys?
Slight yes, but I don't.
Yeah.
You guys can pick.
No, it's also just a slight yes for no good reason.
Let's say yes. Let's go yes.
That's definitely wrong then, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
100%.
okay. Let's go now.
So we're going no.
Go do a Costanza and go against our instincts.
That's true. No. Final answer, Pat.
You going no? I need to hear at least one yes that we are going no.
I didn't like that.
Allegedly.
Yeah, we're sticking with our gut. We're going no.
You are correct. You're only down 2 points. Final question.
Wow.
For
Wow.
What a
Joe,
dramatic
Alex, and
pause.
Terry.
Jesus.
But we all thought it was yes. We agree, right?
Yeah.
It was good that we Costanza'd against our instincts.
You did. Sometimes it works. Question 6, category 3 for Joe, Alex, and Terry. Derived from the Latin for soul or spirit, what word meaning a feeling of hostility or ill will shares its name with the memory retrieval machine in the Assassin's Creed video game franchise? Derived from the Latin for soul or spirit, what word meaning a feeling of hostility or ill will shares its name with the memory retrieval machine in the Assassin's Creed video game franchise?
I've played this game. I cannot for the life of me remember what that retrieval thing was called.
It's the Animus.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go.
All right,
That's
we're
it.
going to call Terry Randy from now on because he remembers everything but the name of it. I'm sorry. Do you guys agree?
Yes.
Yes.
Congratulations. Is the Animus a disc?
Yes.
I want to say yes.
Let's say yes then.
Thought Space Athletics, June 23rd, 2020. 12-8 comes down to the final question,
Oh, I should have
but
known that.
It's a good
you
pick.
should have. Yes, for no reason. I have nothing to base that on. All right. Well, congratulations, Joe, Alex, and Terry. Any birthdays coming up?
Corey's.
Well, we got Corey's in a couple days.
There's a ton right now.
Yeah, I got Brandon Medina, Kate Clay, Devin Lamke, Mark Bryan, Tim Giardini. That's everybody for me.
James Black, Joe Riley's birthday's on Sunday, my teammate. And then I missed because I wasn't on last week. Joe Polsoni.
Glenn Richard, Connecticut guy. All right. Well, thank you, Patrick, Evan, Terry, Alex, Josie, Randy, Corey, and Jaimen, and sweet out Hudson Valley.
Thanks, Pat.
Thanks for having
Thanks,
me.
Thank you, Pat. Thank you.
Thanks, everybody.
Did I
Oh,
lose
goodness.
people? Or we're just not.
Everybody's going on. Can somebody else other than me say something?
Hello?
I was muted this whole time. God damn it.
Or is it just me and you?
No, well, okay. I thought it was a widespread thing, but
Well, no, look, I'm looking at Patrick, Terry, Alex, Randy, and Jaimen are all offline. Joe C is in the orange right now. I know we're supposed to get a storm. Do you think that might be what it is?
not at my house. But I fucked up because when it first went out, I was trying to talk and nothing was happening. I forgot my actual headset was on mute, so I refreshed everybody else, and then everyone else backed out. But maybe let me try refreshing again.
Oh, I mean, you're fine. Oh, who's Terry's messaging me?
Yeah, I still get right back in. Where's everybody else?
Well, Terry just messaged and said his Wi-Fi's down. Now Joe C's offline. Oh, goodness.
Really?
Oh.
Weather is fine up near me.
Well, my wife mentioned something about a storm, so I thought maybe.
Can you guys hear me?
Oh, here they come.
But then I thought it was me. That's happened in the past where I'll get off sync. So, all right. Looks like everybody's coming back slowly.
Like my Wi-Fi crashed for a
What was
second.
your guys' problem?
Everybody's Wi-Fi went out at the same time.
It was just silent.
Yeah, it was like instant pretty much. It was like 4 seconds after we restarted.
Yeah, I reconnected to you guys talking, and then it just became silent again.
Wait, so did everybody lose?
Everybody but me and Corey, we were just sitting here having a conversation.
Everybody else lost internet?
Everybody.
I had internet going the whole time. I had
Yeah, it wasn't the
on my
internet.
camera.
My internet went down.
Mine did too. It's the rapture.
Yeah, that's kind of scary when internet goes down for all of us.
It's all Pat's fault.
Very much could be. There could have been a hiccup on my end, which lost the connection to me. I don't know how this
Wrong
works.
Pat. I'm talking about Pat.
Oh, no, definitely.
He was the first to go.
I like when people blame other Pats and not me. That's the best.
I picked Patrick tonight.
Lost Jaimen.
Oh,
It'll reconnect, I'm sure, if anything.
yeah.
I'm still like freaking out over we all lost internet at the same time. That's what's weird. We're in different areas, so that's really weird.
Yeah, it'd be one thing if I lost and everybody else was kind of just out there in limbo, but
You said, Pat, you didn't lose internet though, right?
No, I was here the whole time, which was weird.
Well, you're in a different general region than we are.
For that many people to go offline at the same time, and it wasn't weather related. That's what kind of tripped me up. And there he is. Or are you there? I'm not sure. He's just
sent a message, said his computer is crapping out, and he's taking off.
Okay. He could hear you. I keep getting a pop-up that says participant Jaimen is having a problem. Error reason, not recording. Thank you, Jaimen. Bye, Cruel World. I think I'm having lag issues right now.
You are. You're a little behind.
Oh, I thought he was just being very dramatic.
Is it better now or no? I guess not.
Seems to be.
I don't know how we could tell.
Yeah.
Randy, I'm going to say one. You say
Anybody
one.
say Devin Lamke?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's still like 6 seconds, 5 seconds.
I never even heard him say one.
Yeah, he hasn't said one yet.
I said at the end. I said one.
Oh, okay.
You said I'm going to say one. You say one. You have to say one again after that to like deliver it. No? Am I correct?
Okay, no, that's
No, I
fair.
don't believe
That's 100% fair. Randy, when I say one, you say one. One.
One.
Yeah, that's pretty close to fucking 6 seconds. So,
Oh, Jesus. Wow. Yeah, I said it just like right after you. Okay.